something too early and didn't say anything, but you know what's funny? On the way here, Nils fucking
Oh, you son of a... Oh, my God.
The mic didn't get it. It's fine. We're fine. Nils told me how to Google something because I was like, yeah. I'm like, the things on the floor. You're making those now. What are they called? Some like E36 thing. E36 thing. Or no, I typed in heel plate. He's like, just type in E36. Like floor pan. Yeah, I was like doing floor pan. The worst. I was doing the brands. He's like, don't even do the brands. Just do E36 heel plate. I'm like, that's smart.
Yeah.
So then I did it, and I was like, oh, there it is.
There, look at all the results. Look at all the results,
dude.
Look at all the results.
Turns out the internet.
You got to be a little more broad with your searches sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm just too specific.
Yeah.
And Nils pulled me out of that hole I was in.
Shook, now that I know you're an IT guy, you love this.
Oh boy.
I ran out of
two.
Not
What's that ringing?
Good question.
There's a pinging?
There's a ringing.
Like ring, 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 ring. Oh, it's gone now. Now it's
definitely the iPad.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's gone.
That's not gone.
Yeah,
no, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
No, that's just your ears.
It's gone.
Yeah. It's not there.
Plug it back in.
I swear I still hear it.
Yeah, I still hear it too.
I don't hear it at all.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
This Nils fella.
Plug it back in.
Oh, wow. Jeez, that's bad.
Oh, boys, I'm going to fix it.
Nope.
Okay,
it's not doing nothing.
Hold on.
I love.
Wow. I think that
Somebody fucked something up.
cable fail or something.
Oh my God. I don't like that at all.
I like when Chuck's fiddling with doodads. He's got a pile of doodads. He's like, yeah, these are all noisemakers that just make noise here.
Yeah.
Still there. Young room. Unplug it for a second. Oh yeah, it's definitely that.
Yeah. I think the connector's probably dying.
No, it's a different connector. Oh, this could be shit.
Yeah.
Do we have another one of these?
What is it?
Dick to dick?
Aux to aux?
Yeah.
We got another aux to aux?
Oh. This one maybe?
Here we go.
Throw it over.
Wait, I think that one might be there because it didn't work.
It might be.
I'm almost sure.
Let's double check just to be sure.
We'll give it a shot.
He plugs it in. It's just like...
What's up, everyone in the chat room? We're just working through some stuff.
Troubleshooting.
We're way early, so fucked up.
Yeah,
we got a lot of time.
We anticipate this, so...
Yeah, we just figured you guys like to see how advanced we are in nodding.
I thought you had to unspool the whole thing just to find out it's going to make the same noise.
Plug it in.
Yo, this thing is...
Just plug it in. It's like 10 feet long. There you go. Bow tie in the center. It looks pretty.
You don't have Bluetooth now?
Could the iPad Bluetooth?
Yeah, isn't the board Bluetooth?
I don't know if the iPad...
It could, but then
No,
take mine.
It sucks, but it's not stereo.
It's still there.
It's that device thing, I think.
This thing? No, because I changed it to this one.
Oh, right.
Oh, I got more. I got more of them.
You got more of them?
Yeah, come on. This is my first fucking rodeo. Just look, I ran out of available devices on my home network.
Yep.
It was amazing.
How? You mean your DHCP scope was full?
No, I have 40 devices.
We were talking about
chat up there.
What?
Chat.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, 40 devices. Yeah.
40
I got a mesh
devices.
network and I get a whole, like...
How many devices did you open up?
40 wired devices?
No, wireless.
Yeah, but
Who wires anything anymore?
a normal DHCP scope
No,
is
it's
like
not
100
DHCP,
minimum.
It's wireless radios on non-commercial equipment maxed out at like 30, 35.
Oh, like you were using
So I had
every
to add
channel.
I had to add another router and mesh it.
What do we got? We got another piece, a little dongle, little dingle dongle.
Yeah, but where's that? Oh, here it is.
Chuck, your headphones are backwards.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, big shouts. B for B. Happy Thanksgiving.
Igor.
Devin's Auto X.
You could there's sorry, there's other chat up there too that we missed, sorry.
Yeah. What's up, Gus? I was just hanging out with my dad, actually.
Double D, listen to work. That's a fucking terrible idea.
Hit me with the horns.
Hold on.
Oh, we're not in yet?
Hold on.
We're doing some audio networking visual tricks.
No, we're gone.
I could hear that really good,
Yeah,
and I don't have headphones on, so
that's because it's not going through the headphones.
where are they going? Where's it going?
Atmospherical.
Still,
It's vent to atmosphere.
Yeah,
it's still there.
Hold on, boys.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, that just made it worse.
It's that brick that you have plugged in.
Yeah,
It's still there.
it's like
not-
pulsing.
Hold on, boys.
You need a new iPad.
You gotta like
throw it
stand
out.
on your hand. You gotta stand on your hands to fucking reset my
turn
iPad.
backwards.
Yeah, what is it? Like a 3-finger touch thing?
Yeah, Apple's just from hell, by the way. If anyone's wondering. Apple is from hell. It's literally the worst tech company on earth. I feel bad for you if you use their shit.
That cord does need a catch can.
Oh, this baby's firing back up. You gotta fire this baby back up.
Slow reboot.
I've been having some interesting technical maneuvers recently.
It needs a jump start.
What else do I have?
I just lofted up a volleyball for a good promotion spike, and nobody caught it. You know,
I
didn't
did,
even hear you.
I said that it needs a jump start.
Oh.
which you can get at revivalmotoring.com. They are actually. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
they are up there. I secretly put them up there.
All right, boys. It's not even on.
Okay. Well, there we go. Well, there's a first test. It's not the actual connection.
You running pump gas in that
Yeah, this baby's running pump gas.
I think it just turned on.
It's working on it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't know how this could suddenly do this.
I don't know.
Does
Was there a
anybody else
firm-
still hear the?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is literally a staple of our audio program.
I know. I mean, we did once have a piano, xylophone, and a handful of other things.
You know, this
you
means I'm
brought.
going to have to bring back all my analog
Your
synths.
music stuff. At one point, it took about a half hour for you to set up.
Is it still doing it?
I can't tell.
Yeah, it's there.
I'm still running no headphones.
Is it only for you? Can they hear it?
I don't know if they can hear it.
Guys,
No.
can you hear like a...
It could just be.
How would you explain the noise?
It's like wing.
Yeah, it's
That's
exactly.
exactly-
It's like very high pitched. Wee.
Yeah.
You probably have to turn.
It's kind of there. It's not there as much as it was a minute ago.
Live with the boys of summer.
It's still there.
That's why I took them off. I was like, I need to make sure I'm not hearing.
Yeah,
Oh, they can't hear it.
They can't hear it.
Okay. I mean,
Oh, you can hear it really, or you can hear it really good with these on.
It's pretty prominent.
Yeah.
It's like it's in your
That's why I
head.
was like, I got to take them off and make sure I'm not like.
let me
Maybe it's
just
the connection.
see.
What if you?
What's going on?
What if you take down
I just
the
went
volume
down
on this a
here.
little bit?
There we go.
I can hear that noise. It sounds like it's coming
more?
from behind the camera. Fuck you, Sam. Oh, shit.
Can you bump up the iPad volume?
Nah, I always run a red line.
Oh, maybe that's why it's on max
No,
volume.
I had it way down. Here, bump that volume up.
Oh, it's
That's
there.
lower. That's
Little
lower
higher?
press. Nope.
Hold on.
If we bring the
I just took a fucking screenshot. I didn't know you could take a screenshot of this.
if we bring the volume down, it goes away.
Thanks, Raph, letting us know that Harbor Freight has some deals this year, so perhaps they have iPads.
Yeah.
I can't
Oh, it's
stop thinking
definitely
about this noise.
Yeah, dude.
Like, it won't go away.
Yeah.
What's that
It's-
button?
I don't know what that does, but it definitely.
I hate to see.
Wait, turn it up like you are, and then mute it. Yeah.
Yeah,
goes
it's
away.
definitely that.
It's definitely that channel. I don't know why it went to hell all of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's it. Shot.
Replace it.
Whole thing.
Can you put
Whole
it on a
thing.
different channel?
I mean, right there's a. I
Yeah,
can't
you
hear
really
it.
hear it. There you
And I
go.
can somewhat hear that, so it's there.
I just think the listeners are going to be let down. It's not loud
I
enough.
don't think you'll ever know the difference.
Oh, shit.
A jump scare.
What's a jump scare?
I don't know.
Oh, I I put my ugly face in the camera.
Oh, Jesus.
You really? Come on, man.
Yeah. You got to let the people know you're doing that.
Charging.
Are you familiar with what we do here?
Besides troubleshoot.
Podcast?
You could
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
say no.
Yeah.
You hang out with Shook?
Yeah. So one thing will be get right up on that mic.
Oh,
Yeah, you can pull it right towards you.
Yeah,
Get
get over
comfy.
here.
It spins a little bit.
get in my mouth.
There you go. We have been hanging out, clearly shooting the shit for a few. We'll start the show in a few minutes. But we'll kind of do our normal stuff, normal segments, which is news, different events, past weekend events, all that sort of stuff. And then at some point, we'll kind of lean on you for some questions, find out what you do, what makes you tick, if you will.
All right.
And then we'll all go home and eat some turkey.
That sounds great.
All right.
That's tomorrow for me, so.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, just in general.
I don't know what I have for dinner tonight.
Are you having dinner tonight?
Isn't today like the bar day?
I try to have dinner every night.
We had
I do my. Sometimes it's hard, but I
Yeah,
do my
yeah.
best.
We had Five Guys before.
Yep.
That really hit the spot.
Yeah.
Maybe grab a cheeseburger, you know?
A burger.
What are you promoting those guys now?
Yeah.
On
They
our
don't-
fucking
they
back.
They're
don't
going
pay
to
us.
send us a gift card, though,
Yeah.
for promoting them.
Yeah.
Putting them on our back real quick.
Yep.
It is pre-party.
It is still pre-partying.
I did try turning it off and on again, and we learned how to turn off an iPad.
And take a screenshot.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I don't actually know how that happened. So I don't like that you can't just hold the button to turn the iPad off anymore. You gotta like press two buttons. It's the same with the phones now.
Right.
It's like I just want to hold the fucking button to turn them off.
Right. That
Don't
top
make it
button on the right. Yeah.
the other way I know to turn it off involves spiking it. You know.
Permanently.
Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday? Nah.
No. I was just saying go home.
Yeah.
Yeah. In
We got
general.
stuff to do. Get
Prep. Thanksgiving
a little
prep.
prep.
Yep. Turkey prep.
Gotta get home, take my prep.
Yeah.
Take that prep serious.
Yeah. Get those shook.
Slow
You good?
volume.
You comfy over there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys
but-
celebrate Toyotathon or Honda, whatever? What's the other one?
It's a Lexus December to Remember.
I was
on their
trying
site
to
yesterday.
Celebrate Toyotathon, but they weren't having it.
No, I celebrate Toyotathon today with my my updates. I
Yeah.
put that in my thing.
Got a question in the chat. Chuck, how's the flip phone?
Dude, I'll tell you what. It's been a week since it's been repaired.
It's been a week.
It's mint. Shit is mint.
So
right
far,
now.
good. So good. 7 days.
7 days, and let's not forget to add on the month and a half it ran semi-broken before.
We need consecutive running time.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're
7 days.
We're like 7 days, no
it's,
incident.
It's like what I was going to say. It's one of those safety
It's been 7 days since our last incident.
you can drop it, no problem, and it's fine.
You're looking around. I don't know what you're looking around.
I was looking for something that looked like it so I could throw it. So people are like, holy shit.
I was gonna ask if you could throw it.
Yeah.
You can, but I don't want to be the guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to find out you
Because
can't.
we'll go back to 0 days since last incident.
It'll be 100% be zero.
Yeah, like I throw it, no problem.
oh, my eye!
But yeah, it's I think we're 7 days deep. I do like it. If it makes you feel any better, I also have a current generation Google phone. That's how much confidence I do not hold. In my
Waiting in
phone.
the wings.
Yeah, literally. I used it for a week. It was pretty good. Audi winter sales season. It's not this December to Remember though. Try the Cadillac season best event this year. Yeah, what's Cadillac's promo? Who's got the best December
What's the
promo
Honda
name?
one? I forgot. It's Toyotathon? or
Honda Days.
Honda Days.
Yep.
Honda days,
Happy
yes.
Honda Days.
Happy Honda. Oh, Honda.
better.
Oh my God! It
Depending
could
on their market.
dude, it'd be a week-long sales event.
There it is.
The Honda car.
Instead of 1 day of Cadillacs or Hondas, it's 8 crazy Honda days.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
That also could be a strain of marijuana.
Oh, Rush Hush Honda.
There you go.
Rush Hush Honda.
What
Honda.
is? Oh, yeah. What is Cadillac season's best event this year?
I think that's
That's
Cadillac's
it. It's
Sombre.
season's best. Yeah, season's best event.
Season's best.
Yeah.
I'm a Lexus
They didn't do
December to
their best
Remember guy.
naming that.
If you bring up Lexus's website, the December to Remember stuff is in full force.
December to remember.
That's
Yeah, season's best sales event. That's the best they came up with. That's terrible, Cadillac.
dude. I don't think BMW's doing anything right now.
I don't think they need to.
They just exist.
It's like, yeah, the cars are here. Just come. You can just come buy
BMW,
'em.
pick a surprise this season. Check engine light. Oh, it's the road home sales event.
no, or BMW is just going to be subscribe to our cars. That's it.
The BMW Road Home sales event.
The road home.
I'm trying to see what else we got. Lexus
What's
is the seven to
Mercedes?
remember.
Does
I'm at
Mercedes have
Mercedes
one?
right now. It just says electrified, elevated. Wow, Mercedes isn't celebrating the season. That is whack.
They're taking more of an all-inclusive stance.
I feel like Cadillac stance would just be like, they'd say, fuck it, Merry Christmas, Cadillac, because I feel like their buyers are unapologetically them. You know what I mean?
What, in
They
the
don't,
Christmas?
they don't have many buyers.
Most of their buyers are also buying caskets.
What's
and
that?
brake
Most of their
plots.
buyers don't know what month it is. Let's be honest.
What's Subaru doing?
Share the love.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mitsubishi's, oh God, please just buy our junk. Sales year round, though. Taylor Page. Tyler
15
Page,
years
Jesus.
of sharing the love from Subaru. You
Wow.
can get a
Yeah,
T-shirt and a
Subaru's
Frisbee.
also giving away valve springs and head gaskets for stocking stuffers.
Nissan's at peak capability. That's terrible.
That has nothing to do with the holidays.
You just go to Lexus's website. They got it. They
Yeah,
got it
it's-
locked
I think
down.
Lexus is
December
the
to
winner.
remember. They got the graphics. They got the bows on the
Yeah.
cars that aren't that good looking. It's pretty locked if you ask me. And I would like a GX. So Lexus, if you're listening, I think it'd be good for you to get me a 2023 LX, the new luxury standard,
Ooh.
starting at 89. Just continue to fuck up. Look
The
at this
Bose.
thing.
The Bose.
That's a big car.
That is a big car, dude.
That almost looks like a Durango.
Oh, they got a pine green though. That's with the Lexus. Oh, we can get the LXF sport handling. I don't know what that does. Oh, it makes the wheels darker.
Nice.
I want the sport handling
That
edition.
makes it handle
of the,
sportily.
I need the
Enhanced
of the
suspension.
9,000-pound trunk. Yeah, enhance. L600 ultra luxury. They're not even giving me a price.
Tyler Page, Buicks, we're still here. Winter closer season.
No, it could be we still here as well for their customers. Oh, Buick.
Is Buick still the dealership?
Subaru's share the vape winter event.
What's Acura doing? Anything on them?
No, I pulled up Acura. I didn't even mention it on mic.
Yeah, we don't talk about them here.
It just says we're sorry about the Integra.
Dude, I'm a sucker for the Lexus.
Oh
The
wow.
Lexus brand.
What the hell is the ZDX? I didn't even know that.
What's Infinity?
Oh, I've never-
Infinity's also we're still here. The UX hybrid, the NX hybrid.
All right.
Cadillac comes with like a gift card to a
Sizzler.
Ponderosa.
yep.
The
Are there any
take,
Ponderosa
the
still
take
left?
your grandkids out sales event.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. My girlfriend was talking about it and how it was the greatest thing ever, and she's like, "We gotta go." And then she looked it up and she was devastated.
Yeah,
Devastated that they're not there, or
Not
devastated
there.
with their website or something.
devastated.
God, Ponderosa's probably something crazy now.
Okay, can we bring Lexus up on this real quick? Just this is the hottest thing I've seen in a long time. We're going to Lexus. We're on the pre-show. We're talking cars. This is called wasted material. Bring it up, but this is not pertinent to
I'll
anybody's
say it's
life.
a giant waste of time for non-show stuff.
This is show stuff, but maybe we'll bring it back up. Lexus.
Yeah. Lexus. Sorry.
Okay, go to Lexus. I just need you guys to see what I'm seeing. Go to vehicles.
That's beautiful.
Oh God.
Vehicles.
How do you?
What
I'm getting the
the
full screen. I'm
fuck?
getting the full screen. I'm getting the full screen.
What are you
For
doing?
the viewers, dude.
Look at that.
Vehicles. Yeah, I mean, first off, unbelievable, right? Go
Can
to
you
sport.
point on the screen where we want to click.
You want to go to performance? Oh, you missed.
Dude, the mouse is freaking out.
Performance.
How do we get something with a better range?
LC.
Can you touch the screen though to show me? Yeah, okay.
And then just go down. Click that green at the end.
The screen at the end, yeah.
Nori
Go up.
Green
Turn
Pearl.
it, go one right.
Oh wow. Go down.
I don't know. What color is it supposed to be?
It's dark green.
It looks maroon to me.
It looks
I know,
like
but it
you
looks-
ate too much spinach and took a shit.
It looks so fucking good.
Go
It
back
looks
up.
so fucking good.
I don't like
Back
the
up?
wheels.
Okay, it doesn't change that photo.
You know what the thing is, and we should talk about this in the podcast. We'll burn this right now.
Yeah.
Stock wheels are terrible.
Most of them are.
On all
Most
cars
stock
at this
wheels,
point.
yeah.
Stock wheels are terrible.
Yeah.
The body
Uh,
lines are crazy.
With that said, Ponderosa and
That's a-
Bonanza
that's
Steakhouse
a
still have a
spaceship.
website.
They do? This car looks like
Do they have locations?
somebody crushed tin foil. Like the body lines are insane.
Locations.
Nah, it went away for a second, but
I was like, yeah, I
That's-
got a
that
buzzing
doesn't
now.
Buzzing's nice though.
Mainly in Pennsylvania. Closest to us is all Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
All right, we should get the party going.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thank you guys for
Sticking with us.
sticking with us here. We're
Shook, you ready to go?
Hold on. The mouse is doing crazy shit.
oh boy,
Let me
here he
close
goes,
this.
Grandpa Mouse.
Let me click down here. Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. I think we're ready. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by a Chuck Who
Oh, hello.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
Shook's over there, tickling the typewriter, if you will.
Howdy.
You ready, buddy?
Ready as I'll ever be.
And in studio, we have Mr. Norway Nils. Welcome, sir.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
We're going to talk to him about some fabrication stuff, what it's like to operate a fab business these days, some bendies, some weldies, all that good stuff. But before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by Revival Motoring Jumpstart Coffee, which is now available on our website, revivalmotoring.com. If you liked our Cold Start Coffee, go hit up the website. We have bags of that ready to go. It's, I believe, 12 ounces.
Get a
Is
sack
it
of
12 ounces? I
get a
can't
sack
remember.
of Jump
I think I put it on the end
Big
there.
old
Yeah.
12.
12 ounce.
Big old sack of coffee
Yep.
you can purchase from us.
Right
We'll
in the
ship it to you.
sack.
And then on Friday, we're going to be putting up some special sacks with some mugs up there as well for you to purchase, amongst some other things. So hit up our website, revivalmotoring.com, Jumpstart Coffee. It's good. I'm trying not to drink all of the bags because that would just be a gigantic waste of money on my part.
How
So
many cups does something like that make you?
Not if
I
you,
honestly don't know
not
because
if you enjoy it. It's not
I'm not very...
Josh.
No, I just mean like me just buying it all for myself.
Yeah.
There's a song about that. The 10 Crack Commandments.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
know.
John Jacobs,
Exactly.
Jingle
Never
Hammer
get high
Schmidt.
on your own supply.
Everybody
Try not
knows.
to. I'm still on the one bag that I gave to myself, and I think there's half a bag left, and I probably had a cup, if not two.
16 12-ounce cups.
Yeah.
Is that all you get out of 12 ounces of coffee? 16 cups?
16 12-ounce cups. That's what it says.
Week.
But
So how many ounces is
it's
that?
better than going to that
That's true.
other place.
Get a sack of coffee.
Yep.
you
Yeah,
know?
and ironically,
You did
I
go.
posted a
you went
video
there
about
today.
this morning
Yeah.
where both of my coffees came with whipped cream, and only one of them is advertised with it. And I said no whipped cream on either.
Well, that's because
Whipped
whipped cream doesn't
cream
belong on
On
coffee.
a coffee.
You should throw it back. Don't you see it when they hand it to you?
I mean,
Yeah.
That's a great deal. You get 192 ounces of coffee?
It's a lot of coffee.
It's a lot of coffee.
It's a lot of coffee.
That's a lot of coffee.
192
coffee.
ounces.
Strong coffee.
hmm
Also, 12-ounce cup. I mean, standard cup's 8, right?
Yep. My cups are a little bit big too.
He goes for the big
I go
cups.
big
these
you got
guys.
the big
Big,
cups.
Josh,
big
big
gulps.
Big
Joshy
cups, small sack.
That's what they used to call me in high school.
Yeah.
There comes old big sack.
Yeah,
Big sack,
of
small
coffee.
cups.
Just grab a sack. Grab life by the
Grab
sack.
a sack. So you can visit our website for that. Let's see. Also, big shouts to all of our B4B subscribers. We appreciate you and we need you. We love you.
Are we getting close to another B4B
We are
subscriber drive?
next week. Is it next week?
12-7.
The week after. So it's
We're
the
gonna
week
have a
after.
drawing.
Week after 12/7, we will have a drawing for the next B4B winner. So yeah, if you're an active B4B sub, you're already automatically entered to win that as well. So that's it for the housekeeping.
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
Callbacks.
What do you got?
I got a call back
Mm-hmm.
from one of our listeners.
Yep.
We talked about last time about the Audi logo, how they were changing it.
Yes.
I talked to Audi Exclusive, reached out and said that the Audi logo was changed to hide all the sensors under it. That's why it's been
Right.
changed.
The logo change thing on all manufacturers is like the oldest news possible.
Yeah.
They've been changing them for a while now. And like now it's like, hey, we got nothing else to tell people. We're gonna tell people we changed the design of the logo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's been changed, but they're advertising it now. But it's to get rid of, the little, like, on my truck, it has that
Big square.
orb on the
Yeah,
bottom.
you can see them.
Like, that orb's going to be the logo now.
Yeah.
BMW should have done that with that stupid orb.
Yeah.
They could have had more logos
I
on their
can
cars.
see why they hide it.
Yeah.
I can see why they hide it, especially Audi 4 rings. There's
Imagine
four
now
ample
you're gonna
spots.
get like this like giant BMW Rondell in the front.
Yeah, that's exactly
Right,
what it's
because
gonna be.
everything's
Just
going to be
orb.
in there.
I mean, there's so much grill, it'll fit right on.
Yeah.
It's like that movie with the red orb you talk to.
I don't
Can't
know what
remember
movie
the
that
name of
is.
it.
You mean,
It's like an old movie.
oh my God, Hal?
Hal.
Hal 9000?
That's it.
I literally don't
There
know
he
what that
is.
is.
What the hell's the name of the movie?
I can't remember.
Space Odyssey.
Yeah, 2001: A Space Odyssey.
There we go.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
It's like Hal. Everybody's got Hal's on the car.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
It's like
You haven't seen 2001: Space Odyssey? It's a fucking masterpiece.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Good viewing.
Yeah, you might want to get into that.
Give that a shot. Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Jesus.
What about
Forrest
have you
Gump.
seen Shaving Ryan's Privates
Very nice. Very nice film.
Not
Or-
recently.
or Armageddon?
So, it's a 1968 epic science fiction film. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Is that-
directed by Stanley
Kubrick,
Kubrick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shook, is that the same
Slapper.
film as Deep Impact?
He's the guy who filmed the moon landing.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the set they used for the moon landing they use in this movie.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
Yeah.
think that was co-directed by the guy who directed Going Deep in the Deep Blue Sea. I just laughed so hard I farted.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, we're off
Wow,
to
this
a...
thing's 2.5 hours long. Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it has
That's a
book,
commitment.
It has a book to accompany it as well.
I didn't know they had
How-
that much
how-
time back in the day.
How thick is that book?
I don't know. It's probably
1968.
700 pages.
A lot of
Or
source
maybe
material.
500 pages. No, the book. They wrote the book. They released the book and the movie at the same time. You're supposed to watch the movie then read the book. Then you
It was
kinda-
kind of
Then you can
creepy.
kind of understand the end of the movie.
It was like creepy for its time too.
I made $146 million.
Still creepy.
It's still kind of creepy because it's like AI taking over, you know?
Yeah.
Some might say it's futuristic.
If you think that's why it's creepy, you don't remember the end of that movie. Because
No,
it's
I actually
fucking
don't.
creepy. Kubrick's awesome. Goddamn right. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
back from the movies Course Rewards segment.
Yeah.
Shit, what did I watch recently?
All Quiet on the
Quiet
Western Front.
Great. Pick
you
me up.
wanna-
Like, get the whole family
I was
together.
going to say, get the family involved. Really
Great
positive,
Black Friday look.
positive movie.
Do you guys have any of these things? Because I get all.
Oh, yeah.
I
I guess
certainly do.
we call back to the Koi Drive. Toy Drive. KD.
Oh, what an
OSD Toy
event!
Drive. I didn't get to partake in the earlier days of it, but it seemed like the outpouring of support, as usual, was very, very good and positive.
It was excellent. We had a nice time.
It's always strong. Strong showing.
Yep. I think it's time to address the elephant in the room, which we went for.
Yeah.
We went to Twin Oaks, our favorite after.
We went for the Blue Plate Special at Twin Oaks
Yeah.
Sunday afternoon.
Those guys dropped the ball.
We ordered steaks. We ordered prime ribs.
Yep. Primers, medium rare.
When you're saying we,
Yep.
you mean you three?
No. Nick,
no,
Nick
we
and
had-
Rachel
no, there
came
was
up
guests.
from. That's why I feel I wouldn't even mention it if they weren't there,
Right.
because we could have just swept this under the rug. But Nick and
Unpopular
Rachel, our
opinion.
dear friends, came from Western Mass.
Unpopular opinion. Twin Oaks doesn't have that great of food. It's not good food. It's just a Rhode Island
It's the
institution.
experience.
I just heard
Yeah.
brain. Am I okay today, dude?
I don't know, man.
No.
I just heard Chuck's brain like.
It's like mid-level,
Fidget.
like
No. He's not
passable
wrong.
food.
He's not wrong.
But it's just a Rhode
It's an
Island
experience.
institution.
It's an
Exactly.
Yeah,
experience.
that's the
I mean,
again.
if I'm honest, the salad's my favorite part. Get a
The
big salad with
salad?
that dressing.
Those
See,
meatballs
okay.
gave me a run for the
I was
money.
going to say
meatballs were killer.
let's take it back.
take it
We
back.
we started with the opener.
Yep.
You boys ordered a bowl of salad.
Big salads.
Huge salad.
Big salads.
No, you a salad guy over there? You look like a salad guy.
Yeah, my girlfriend just started me packing salads for lunch.
There
Hell
we
yeah,
go.
look at
Salad
that.
guy. This
salad
salad, unbelievable. Fill this hat.
Gigantic salad.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy fill
It's
that
a
hat.
salad. It's a salad
Meant
that
to share.
It comes out in a bowl that the salad should be tossed in, but it's as a single serving.
It's a salad that's so big that when you order a large salad, they're like, a large salad? And you're like, yeah, a large salad.
They
I know
question.
the drill.
Right. So you boys started off with that. I skipped the salad because I knew I was going to go heavy on the prime rib.
If you ordered a large salad and then didn't order the meal, they wouldn't ask if you want an entree. That's how big
Yeah.
big the salad is.
However, it was mentioned that there was a appetizer of meatballs.
Yes.
And as soon as we heard that, we're like, you know what? Please, sir, one for the table.
Yeah, we'll get a couple meatballs.
We were quite unsure what this would
Oh, I wasn't. I had gotten it before.
oh, okay, you knew what it looked
Oh,
like.
yeah.
We didn't know what to expect. But basically,
Corey's fucking
You know
sandbag
what
the
to
whole
expect.
crew. He sandbagged the whole
I'm
crew.
Mr. Meatball over here. What are you talking about?
a
Look at
crock pot of meatballs,
Giant.
gigantic meatballs, comes
So
out.
much ricotta.
with enough sauce and cheese that you could, take that out and just
Drown 'em in.
make something else with it.
All's quiet on the Western Front, that thing. Just drown them in
Just
the puddle.
just drown it. So the meatballs were phenomenal, right? That really set us off in the right direction at the very least. And then it was time for our meals, and myself, Chuck, and Nick ordered the prime rib, gentleman's cut, because we're not savages.
Yep.
And we all wanted medium rare.
I sure did, Josh. I sure did.
Except, turns out, best way to describe it was Nick. He said it came out as a pot roast.
Came as a pot roast. But they covered it with the jus, trying to fool us.
So we were thinking that our friend Scott Norton called ahead and said, I need 3 gray steaks for the boys.
Yep.
Because that's what happened.
They gray steaked us, but Corey and Rachel both got their own steaks, and they looked magnificent.
Oh, splendid.
Yeah, they were cooked absolutely perfectly.
But we got gray steak by one of our favorite places, and none of us wanted to send it back.
Yeah.
It just wasn't in the cards that night.
Just committed. It was at least soft. It wasn't
soft.
terribly overdone.
Yeah.
But,
I really was waiting for a knockout.
Giant shout for Nick and Rachel.
yeah,
Giant shot.
they
Those
just
guys
made
are
the
the
Not a
trek.
short trip for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
They made the trek to come hang
We're
out.
bringing them somewhere else next time.
You know
Told
who
us-
didn't make it?
Jingles.
Jingles.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep.
You know who was drawn to make it and be invited?
Jingles.
I would have bought him as pot roast.
You know what he would have gotten if he came?
Gift basket.
Yep.
Yep. Here it is.
It's crazy. Wild.
You really hate to see guys give up opportunities like that.
Now the ball is in his court, you might say.
Yeah. Definitely is.
Let's see. What
Trying
else?
as hard
for-
as we can to reconcile.
What else for callbacks? Oh, so another why I wasn't at the toy drive all day is because my son had open house for his vocational school. Why do you give a shit? Well,
I think we're allowed to talk about this.
oh no, I can't
Okay.
talk about that. But I did want to say it is just very good.
Yeah, because no one's going to ask you what we can't talk about now either.
There's
Now I'm wondering.
I'm intrigued.
a unicorn car.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Unicorn car that isn't in unicorn car condition, but it very easily could be. And it's just there. There's a crazy story to it. That's all I can really say about it. I'll tell you boys after, but it's quite wild. So I got to check out a shop. It was, in my point to all this, it was good to see so many kids and so many people there actually doing, and this is perfect for you, metal fab, welding. The automotive department that the vocational school has is gigantic. And our
they do
friend,
fab at the school?
yeah,
Wow.
it's wild. So they do obviously a bunch of different teaching, but in my son's, warehouse of a classroom, there's a line of MIG welders set up. There's a line of TIG welders set up. There's a whole plasma cutting section, a bunch of different brakes, in metal fab bending stuff. And then towards the back of the shop is where they do, fab and different things like that. It looked like they had, I don't know if they take on work for the school department or something along those lines, but prepping a bunch of plows, repairing a bunch of plows and the fixtures that they mount to and things like that.
For the town and stuff, probably.
Exactly. I have to assume. Oh, and matter of fact, they fab for the city a bunch of trash bins, essentially. Like ones that you would see in a park that are all metal and kind of have the slots and stuff like that. They make all those there as well. So
Put a little clinic on for these guys?
no, I didn't.
Step aside.
I let Travis. He was well, and it was good to see. It was
I
awesome.
saw the photos.
Yeah, it was great.
Laying
Yeah.
some beads.
Kids laying some bead, laying it
Like
down.
these fucking dime
just gonna-
city, dime bags over
I
there.
haven't been here in a few
They
few
call them
days.
Travis dime bags because of that, you know?
We'll have him here while I'm the diff in the Mustang in no
Yeah,
time.
perfect.
Daddy big sack small cups.
Travis
think
dime bags.
Travis dime bags.
If he just buries enough of it in there, you'd be all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it doesn't need to spin
Yeah, I've
freely.
been involved in in
Yeah.
a diff before. It is not deep science, you know?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
You just got to make sure you weld the right part.
That spot turn.
Yeah.
That spot turn.
Everybody wins.
But yeah, hopefully someday I can tell the story of this car. I know
Yeah, hopefully not.
Who directly-
once I own it.
who directly is involved would love to. It's just a matter of we want to be cautious as well about it. So, with that said, anybody else have any other callbacks?
I have one from when I wasn't here. Did
Oh.
anybody?
Oh,
Which time?
yeah.
Well, it's like all of them.
Okay.
Did anybody catch that nitrous S2000 race?
No.
No.
Man from New Haven.
No.
No.
Let me show you guys a little.
Here we go. We're going on the
something.
screen.
What is that? Why is there a dude?
Oh, that was the Polish people.
This is a save and a half.
Okay.
Okay, what he's showing us is an Instagram post.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks to be.
Also, the pot, $38,000. No one's ever getting the $38,000 because no matter who loses or wins, there's a claim of someone cheated.
Argument, right?
what are you kidding me? Someone's getting robbed on
he
the way
most
home.
definitely won this, but I mean,
This looks to be a street race.
Yeah.
Cars racing.
watch the
and-
S2000.
Oh,
Wow,
That's his truck and trailer, by the way.
Oh,
oh
good.
wow. Well,
Did
at
he
least
clip it?
No, and there's a view from the bridge.
I love how he just
What's he
decides to
racing?
keep
A
going.
minivan?
He's racing a
I-
Porsche, I believe.
Oh,
or a-
M340.
a M340. Yeah,
Oh, well, that makes sense.
like a big power one. There's a better view of it. I can't find it right now, but it's from the bridge where you could see that it's millimeters. I'm talking from the truck.
Of
Wait, hold on.
inescapable
Nitrous
death.
just came out of the front of the M340. I didn't catch
Yeah, they're
that
both
for-
nitrous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
built
the S2000 makes
nitrous.
like 12 or 13. Probably more than that. 12 or 1300 horsepower.
The amount of balls on you that S2000 goes with is pretty intense.
Yeah, it's got a Ford rear end
Like-
in it.
Wow, he's all
Jesus
over the road.
Christ.
He drove the hell out of it, dude.
I would highly recommend, Shook, if you can share this at some point on your
Yeah.
Instagram so people can see. It comes from street_car_media. It just built nitrous S2000 versus built nitrous
Dude.
M340. It's a short video, but it's
The
worth
more
the watch.
underscores, the more legit the account.
Also,
is.
I
Yes,
love
know.
the owners being tagged on Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
How fucking stupid can
Right.
you be?
Let's. Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, that dude's been racing for
It's just-
forever.
What are we
he's-
doing?
He's well known in the Honda racing community.
He's going to be well known by the law
Local police
enforcement.
department.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Just tagging the FBI in the post.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
What's up, FBI?
I have a shit ton of callbacks. I keep forgetting. Yeah.
Shook, how's the build?
Paddock
where we
talk.
Whoa.
Where are we at?
Hold on. Let me full screen this bitch. It's going, dude. What is happening
What are you
over there?
full
What have you
screening? Why?
done?
Yeah. Why are you
F1
bringing that
is
up?
like a weird Chrome command to open up a page that no one cares about. Don't know how to disable it. Anyways.
Okay.
It's going well, dude. Did you see it? Did you see it, though? I'm asking, are you asking me because you saw it?
I'm asking you because I have it written down in front of me.
Okay, so you just didn't see it then.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
The whole car,
That's my business.
we are in zero. The body work is done, like I
Who's
said last
we?
time.
Who's
we?
Yeah, who's we?
Yeah,
Thank
who's
you,
we?
thank you.
A
Thank
man
you.
who wishes not to be known, okay? I
You
tagged
tagged him on
Instagram. Yep. He doesn't paint, okay? He just does body work for me. I don't know
Okay.
if he do it for you. Maybe ask him if you want. I tagged him. I'm not going to disclose.
I got a
that
nice
information.
segue after this. This is good.
Oh boy. He ran out of sandpaper, so he's gonna come back this weekend. But all that's left is like, I think the door, the fender, and everything's good to go.
But body work's done.
Body work
Except for the
and
door and the
sanding
fender.
is done. Well, the body work is done. The sanding just needs to happen. That's
Little
it.
sanding.
So it's ready.
And
I
you-
put
the-
the hydro handbrake is
Yeah.
in. It's hooked up. I could stop it.
Wow.
Is it? Did you figure out a color?
We'll figure that out later. I mean, once it's at the paint shop.
You don't have to share it now, but do you have a color in mind?
I'm up in the air.
He
That's
does.
the issue.
I know it's
Yeah,
going to be
he
like
does
this
not.
big reveal for you. We're going to throw like a gender reveal party for you.
Yeah, I think I just show up right for the first donut meet, but the car's already here in the
You
garage.
won't come.
That's not going to happen.
You know, and then I pull it out, and everybody's like, "Oh my god!"
We'll stand around. We'll all clap for you.
Yeah, golf claps only. Then I get out. I'll take a bow.
Yeah, then you'll get immediately put
Hit-
on people's shoulders and carried out of the party.
Or I was
This
thinking.
is sounding greater and greater every minute.
I was actually thinking hit with a bunch of
Chucky,
tomatoes.
Chucky. Salad bars open.
Salad bars only.
What's that scene in Game of Thrones?
Shame.
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 Oh, shame. Shame.
Oh, I thought you were gonna eject me out of the like very high sky hole where they just kick people out of.
Oh,
the
no,
sky hole.
no, sky
I
hole,
wish.
no,
I
not the
wish I
sky
had
hole.
one of those.
Do you have it dwindled down to at least a couple of colors, or
Yeah.
you have a definitive color?
I have one
RGB.
that's at the top of my list.
Kind of a mix of those.
I'm going full CMYK.
Yeah.
I
Full
think you told me
CKY.
a color.
Oh, yeah, what was it?
I've said a bunch of colors. I didn't know, you know.
Just go white.
I thought
Primer
about
gray.
white, but the reason why I'm not going white is because there's a gentleman that Nils just made an E36 look very nice for a gentleman.
Uh-oh.
I forgot his Instagram name on the spot.
Sideways, Carl.
Sideways Carl.
Sideways Carl. Big
I
shot.
can't steal
Sideways
that
Carl.
man's white, dude. It looks good. He's got to that's him now.
Yeah, dude. It's like there's never another car painted white in the world.
Yeah, it's true. I've
Well,
never
you
seen
know,
a
I'm
white
not
car
gonna,
my
but
whole
I
life.
can't just have. We have the same wheels. You know, it'd just be weird.
Oh, wow. So you've been biting this guy for a while.
yeah.
Jesus.
I
Hey,
can't
get us
come
this
out.
guy's nuts.
I can't come out at white. You know,
Yeah.
and be like, hey man, this is our life
What
now.
about purple?
I might. You never know.
What about green?
Could come out green. You never know. Might come out with this polar orange livery because these are delicious. You
They
never
are.
know.
We could grab a couple of those, fucking sling them around over here. I'm ready for round 2.
You need
Yeah.
one?
I need one.
All right, I'll hook
Well,
you up after
listen,
this.
man, it sounds like
This
progress
segment
has
after
been
Paddock
made.
Talk.
Yeah, after
Paddock Talk.
Yeah, sounds like progress has been made,
Yeah. What else did I do?
which is good.
I templated out the arrow latches, but I didn't have enough nut to cut the hood yet.
Not enough nut.
I don't.
Oh,
You have,
yourself
the fold-
personally.
you have like the folding ones.
Yeah.
I'll show you how to cut the hole.
There you
There we go.
Okay.
Wow, that's
a
an
man
offer.
with confidence right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you're
that's-
close. If you want, you want to
Everyone that has me do like tube fronts or tube rears, they're like, no, you can put the hood latches in.
So
Nobody
it's
wants
gonna-
to cut that awkward like oval shaped hole. I get it.
I don't have a Dremel, but I'd have the hole saws.
Yeah, you need that. You
Use
just
some
need
hole
a
saws and then just
sawzall.
use a grinder.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I was.
Square it up.
Little zip,
Or
zip.
not square it.
Quick
but-
sawzall.
A little zoop of passion.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
So that's good. That's there. I
Body
figured
saw.
out my wheel sizes for the front. I did a little math this weekend. I was doing all kinds of shit. I was all over.
So you have to switch wheels?
I'm gonna switch fronts
Yep.
and then keep the 2 fronts that I have now for 2 rear spares.
Yep.
So, and then eventually I want something else because I don't know. I like other wheels, but that's not a priority right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a bunch of math. I think I'm gonna end up keeping the SLR arms and going with a smaller front wheel and then taking camber out. That's the plan. But
Well, you have a plan. That's a start.
yeah. But I just have to order new wheels to make sure that. Well, unless anybody has 5x120, 18x8.5 plus 30-ish that I could try on, that would be huge. If not, I'm going to order them. And if they don't fit, I'm going to sell them, I guess. I don't know.
It's a solid plan.
Pretty good paddock talk
Solid
going on
plan.
over there.
What else we got?
Oh, Josh.
Yeah,
Where
we're
we
still
at?
in
Oh.
paddock talk.
Oh, yeah. A lot's happening on the... Well, all right, here we go. I think it has a name now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cocaine Sting.
Cocaine staying.
Big
That is
fan of that.
Because it's going to be wrapped in white.
White.
He left.
No, he's getting me a drink because
Okay.
he's the best. He's
Yeah.
the best we have.
Me too.
So
the best.
Barely passable.
we're going to
Barely passable.
somehow makes it work. So, yep, we're going to wrap the Mustang project in white.
White.
A little pro wrap.
You gonna give it a little pearl? You gonna give it a little off white, a little cement?
It's going to be whatever the vinyl ends up being. That's the budgetary vinyl we're going
Thanks,
to
buddy.
use. It's a gloss
Come
white.
on.
It's a gloss white.
Some gloss white pro wrap.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be nice and simple.
close there.
That'll be the base for the livery. And then what else?
you
Oh,
should.
I also ran up to ISC suspension last week.
Oh yeah, what do those guys do?
Filmed.
What do we got? We got a few couple things on the end
Yeah,
of the
there's some
table.
stuff over there. Some
tree?
springs, some
Oh, you
top
wanna get
hat
over
stuff,
there?
some adapters to display here. It'll stay in our studio, but
You know, let's just throw those
work
in
with
the end.
them to
Yeah,
pick
pass
up
them down.
a
Show
new
'em
set of
down.
coilovers for the Mustang.
You got a little bit of this shit.
We got to film a walkthrough video of their new facility, which the place is awesome. Super cool. Everybody there was very, very nice. And I'm excited
Chef's
to
kiss.
continue to work with them. And
Sponsored by them.
even more.
You gotta make that right.
I was going to ask. I could have sworn you were a big ISC guy.
It says it right down both sides of my truck.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
But great dudes. I get to
Taking
walk
care of
around with
that.
Andrew.
That's it.
Like I said, we put out a YouTube video if you want to watch that. He explains the history of ISC. I had an idea of who I was kind of working with before heading up there. But then after the fact, I was even more psyched to actually run their stuff and produce this video because talking to Andrew, like he started this thing, just out of college, fresh out of college, halfway kind of still into it. He's been running it for over a decade now. He's got a handful of employees there up in New Hampshire. Nice facility. They do a bunch of cool stuff out of there. And just a great group of guys.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's cool. I'm excited. So, I do have the coilovers here. Going to install those in the next handful of weeks.
Those Asics are going off. You got on right there.
My Asics, you like these things?
Damn. Holy shit.
You
What
just
a
realized?
dog.
Yeah, my highlighter color shoes.
How long you been running those?
Since my other blue ones.
Put them on the table.
Since my
Let me get
Those things are sick,
since
dude.
my pinky toe blew the other ones out.
Yeah, dude, those things
Yeah,
are sick.
yeah.
I just look on the table trying to see if you're flashing me signals, and I see a brand new set of like.
It's just my shoes. No, these
Flashy
are like
six?
years old.
No.
these are like 6 years old.
You gonna show us or what, bro?
Oh, you
I'm
want
trying
my-
to see the
Yeah,
the
pop them
heat.
up.
Maybe there's a Christmas shoe sale.
There we go. We'll pop these things up there.
Damn.
Right onto the tree.
Oh, we need a napkin.
Oh God, dump it out.
I was just saying, just
Josh trying to wipe his dog shit on Nils'
scraped across the top of it.
That one a step.
You know what? They look cleaner under there, but I'm still impressed.
Yeah, they're pretty old. They're
Those
pretty
are
old.
awesome.
Yeah.
Shit. Ralph wants to call you cocaine cowboy.
That's fine.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Imagine paddock pictures with you wearing the hat, and then we'll just put a little, powder under your nose.
Oh, we'll go full. What's
Dude,
his
I'm
name?
so excited for this whole thing.
Yeah. But no, it's moving along. Got a lot of stuff happening with that. And I think once we're past Thanksgiving, actually, once we get all the cars in here for storage and we have our kind of room laid out, that is when the progress on the Mustang will start, realistically.
You're in rare form today, dude. Like you're extra.
You want me here early, you know what I mean? I really talk my shit
I know
early.
you've been falling asleep around 8, 9 o'clock. We're losing you.
I know, dude. I'm
Nobody's-
fucking ready.
Nobody's
343
eating. We're
Chuck.
fucking ready to go. Yeah.
A
this
bunch
is-
of empty stomachs.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we ate before we came.
Yeah, I
That's
ate
true.
sushi.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
All right, just
Five
me then.
guys.
Just me.
It's just you. Just you.
me. Bodywork.
5 guys in me. Yep.
Schick was talking about it.
Yeah.
We got a gram that everyone needs to check out.
Okay.
Now, the Instagram name, you got to bear with me.
Oh, boy.
It's an older gentleman. He's been doing bodywork
Is
for
it in all capitals?
about 40 years. It's close. So he's been doing bodywork for about 40 years at this point, probably a little more than that. And he just makes like 2 to 4 minute long videos, no fancy camera work, not working on like an exciting car. It's just like shit you see on the day with collision repair, but like breaks it down for you and like, hey, this is what you got to do to fix this. This is what I see here. This is why these new cars are junk, the whole nine, right? It's Michael Bouchard, 1961. That's how old he is.
Makes sense. Checks out.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how old he actually is?
I don't know, man. Take a guess.
I'd imagine you subtract today from 1961.
64.
But-
Some say he is an anomaly.
Listen, older dude, just shaky with the camera work, but breaks down the bodywork for you. So nice. Because typically when you like look at bodywork stuff, you're like, they're doing something fancy on like some really expensive car, or they're like kind of doing like fiberglass
You're
weird
just
shit.
trying to see shit
This
in the
is straight,
trenches.
like collision
frame machine shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does he
frame
fill in
machine.
holes with ramen noodles and glue?
No,
Like
no,
that?
It's highly skilled like body guy.
Oh, it's legit.
oh
Are
very
there lots of Trump memes?
very much so.
Yeah, he's wearing a red hat.
Yeah, a lot of
What's it to
classic
you?
rock in the background.
Gotcha.
You know.
A lot of PLR, big PLR guy.
But it's like
channel.
in the trenches collision repair of like what you got to deal with and how to like fix
It's
gaps and all
everyman.
that stuff.
To
Cool.
really send this home for the viewers, does he smoke cigarettes?
You know, I don't know.
I bet so.
I
No, I
bet he
don't
smokes
know.
so
61?
many fucking cigarettes.
Yeah, he's hooked.
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
Does he roll his own cigarettes?
Yeah, that.
If listen,
The next question.
I don't know. If he smokes, he definitely rolls his own.
It's like the flow chart.
But I
Does he
can't-
smoke? Yes. Does he roll? Yes.
Yeah, can't confirm if he smokes, but I can confirm if he does, he rolls his own.
Pete says this guy isn't even really old.
Teen 1960, check it in. Yeah, big old guy there. But yeah,
I guess 64.
Michael Bouchard, 1961. Check it out. Just in the trenches, collision repair work. It's fucking great. I love it.
That's awesome. It's good stuff.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's good stuff.
And he's,
for a
in,
paddock
and he's
dog.
in it for the game, not for the money.
Yeah, dude, listen, I don't think there's a lot of money in collision repair. I don't know. I literally have no
For
idea.
life.
For life, buddy. That's it.
But
it's all about the
I mean, he
skill.
was doing something. He's like,
I'm going to die in that frame machine.
yeah, he was like repairing some like Kia bullshit. And he's like, yeah, back in the 80s when I was shaving these door downs, he's like, there's all the metal there. You can shave it down as much as you want. He's like, this thing you can blow right through it.
I love that so much.
It's like there's so much humor in it, and there's zero intention on his part to be funny.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it's like dry. Like
You said Michael Fassbender is
Yeah.
his name?
Michael Fassbender, yeah. But check it out.
I love that.
2 to 4 minute videos. Not great camera work, but enjoy it.
would you say that's what you're into right now?
I would actually. I would.
He just did, in fact.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's why I brought it up.
That's exactly why I brought it up.
Yeah, because you're looking at it and you're like, this is just like a $20,000 like whatever commuter car that you got banged up on the door, and this guy's just like hammering it out, repairing it. It's
Guy's
like,
putting the best $300 of body work into it he
yeah,
can.
it's just like collision repair. He's getting paid out 10 cents from
We're trying,
whoever.
trying to keep this baby out of the graveyard.
So, and we showed the shoe. You missed it.
Yeah, the shoe.
You
Well,
missed
maybe
it.
we'll make that the thumbnail for this episode. It's the shoe.
Yeah.
Fender sexual. I fucking love Jordan so much.
Put 2 kids through college using that frame machine.
God bless.
What else do we have for callbacks?
Oh, I had my my yearly "you forgot you were on snow tires" moment.
Yeah.
It's
Let's hear it.
taking an off ramp,
Yep.
got real mushy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our compound.
Yeah, I got real mushy. I was like, oh, that's right, I'm on studded snow tires. Yeah.
Oh, the studs too. Nothing like the early studs. Really
You
get them
put the
warmed up.
studs on in preparation for that snowstorm that just hit
Yeah,
Buffalo.
studded snows. So yeah, that was my yearly reminder.
You love that.
Also remind everyone else, if you're in the New England area or in a snow area,
Day after Thanksgiving, everybody
Good one.
knows.
Well, thanks for the alley-oop there, Corey. My callbacks, I put snows on my X5.
nailed it.
Nice, easy 295 snow tires, so those are going to work great.
I have 205s.
It's fucking out of control.
We were looking at those things. Did you get the R compound for those? Are they
Yeah, those are
soft?
the R
Very
compound.
soft.
Drives good because now instead of 22s in the back and 21s in the front, I get 20s all around.
Noticeable difference?
Yeah, 20 by 10 and a halves is my snow setup. It
Nice and narrow. really, really
nothing really
cutout.
gets
Just
it like
Cut right
spreading the
through.
weight.
Yeah.
It's got Kyle was KD Designs put them on for me.
Always.
And he was very afraid when he was putting them on that they would not clear the brakes. And they clear it by about a big sheet of paper. And then they clear the inner strut by a small sheet of paper. So that's good.
You're gonna
Right
throw
in
in
there.
some
Maybe some
spacers.
spacers.
If it doesn't touch, it doesn't touch.
Doesn't touch.
BBS spacers.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
some
obviously throw some
wheels.
BBS spacers on there. Thanks to
some
the boys at
ISC.
Wheel Pros. And
ISC
There you go.
spacers.
There we
Yeah,
go.
ISC spacers.
Brought to you
Here we
by
go.
ISC.
Those are adapters. What are we doing? We doing 112 to 114?
Yeah.
No, 100?
No, these are just spacers.
They're just spacers
Oh,
that you
okay.
bolt in.
They're so big, they're safe.
Okay.
Hey,
All right, I'm with it.
KD Designs has a tire machine over there?
Yeah.
Oh, so that brings us to another segue. If you donate $420.69, I will do a burnout on my car till the tires pop.
That's my guy. Thanks to Wheel Pros and Rotiform and Dobbins for making that happen because actually, maybe I'll post a picture even though I hate Instagram. The car looks so much better on these wheels than the factory setup. I'm going to put just 20s on it normally, I think.
Now when you trade it in, you'll have brand new tires
Exactly.
to put it on, back on.
Exactly.
Stock.
Slap those shit back on. Which brings me to my next switcheroo we talked about a second ago. Factory wheels suck now.
All bad. All bad.
Suck because they two-tone them.
Yeah.
We took mine off, and we're all standing around like, if these were one color, they'd look cool as hell.
They
Silver.
got this weird, like,
Yeah, just make them silver.
anthracite color with, like, a machine portion or, like, black and gray and silver. It's just, there's too much going on.
OEM SI wheels, there's a reason why everybody wanted them for their Civics.
Everybody wants Accord Sports.
Accord Sport wheels, but those are two-tone too, right? The ones that you're talking about?
Accord Sport?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Accord Sports. There's certain wheels that two-tone it works, but like all the OG Honda wheels, like LS Webs, like people, it's just BBS silver.
Mm-hmm.
Any of the waffle wheels for BMW, silver.
Yeah, just silver 'em. Silver's the best.
Silver's
Those
a
are the
good
best.
stock
Tyler-
OEM wheel color.
Tyler Page has what size and what model. I have Arctic Ice Max, Michelin Ice Max 3s or something, Arctic Max 3s, and they are 295, 20, 295, 45, 20, something like that.
I have when you guys are driving on snow tires,
Yeah.
right, and you have a turn that doesn't change its radius, it's just the same.
Mm-hmm.
Are you constantly adjusting the wheel to keep the car in the same like turn? Because my car, I'll move the wheel in to stay taking the turn, and it's like perfect, and then all of a sudden it'll like shift, and I have to steer out. Is that like a tire issue?
Like
It's like the-
oversteer?
It almost is like, all right, so say you turn the wheel perfectly, and on normal tires you would just take that corner, never have to adjust.
Yeah.
Yep.
With these snow tires, because I just put mine on and I found out the hard way, there is no just hold it. It's like, oh, got to go out, in, back again, out a little bit.
You
'cause
brought me here in an unsafe car?
First off, that's rude to the guest.
It's safe, but you know, you got to steer it. You got to steer the hell out of it.
Doesn't sound safe.
I don't know. It's weird.
You're fighting this thing around?
No, not fighting it. It's just,
Hacksawing this
there's
thing around
never a
turns?
spot where you put the steering wheel where the tires just, or the car's like, I'm happy with this. It's always you have to adjust. And
When's the last time this little baby was aligned?
Recently, it didn't. Okay, that's the thing. It didn't do this with the other wheels on the car. It just went. So I'm assuming it has to be the tires.
That sidewall's flexed. Shook. From Tyler Page.
They are a bigger sidewall, but like,
Yeah, you're getting flex. You can't handle it. You got flex. You just
I
got flexed
were you
on.
telling me I got Terry Tate as tires?
You could Terry tires, yeah. It's mind games. What else do I get? Oh, I put headlights in my taco. I don't know if they're good yet. We'll find out. Retrofit headlights from some company that took 6 months to ship them to me.
About an hour.
That didn't answer my emails for months, and then I finally hit the charge back button on the credit card company, and they shipped them the next day.
You got free next day air.
I don't think I'm gonna unhit the charge back button either. So we'll see what happens, bastards. Look nice though. If they work, maybe I will.
We'll see.
Tread squirm.
Dude,
I like that better.
The headlights on that Tacoma, it's a 2002 Tacoma, were like a candle just in the
It
wind.
was like Corey's rental.
See, I live my life like a candle in the wind.
Would you say that they're worse than the Honda? Oh, what the fuck did he have? The Hamstar?
Kia Soul.
Yeah, absolutely. You would turn these on and not know they were on. They're so bad. I had to run all my auxiliary lighting. So I'm almost in Tacoma Club. I think you have to spend $5,000 on auxiliary lighting to hit Tacoma Club, so I'm getting there. It's going to be $5,000 on auxiliary.
It's an entry fee.
Yeah, exactly.
Sir, you can't come in unless you have $5,000 of auxiliary lighting.
We tried to take the Tacoma off-roading briefly.
Well, hold on. Let's not say tried.
We did.
We went to the American Dream, our local bodega, and we did overland exit in the far corner. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Mm-hmm. You didn't feel the back come off.
Yeah, very smooth.
Corey
the back might still be there.
Corey and I pioneered this.
Yeah, when we went.
Yeah,
absolutely. So we took that, and then I tried to flex park it up on the big parking block out front. Can't do it unless you're going fast or you're in all-wheel drives. Yeah, the curb.
Oh, okay.
So you got to either be fast or four-wheel drive. So we did both. We made it up there, and then I let go of the brake, and it came right back down.
Just didn't want to teeter. If you
didn't
will.
want to teeter.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to teeter. No teetering. No teetering.
I tried doing the same and just ended up doing a burnout.
That's what happened
if you
the
don't
first time.
If you go slow and don't put it in four-wheel drive, it's the best burnout block ever.
The slowest burnout noises ever. It's like
That's exactly
and
what happened.
Stalled. Then it stalled.
Well, the tires were put on like
Watch the
2 hours
tires
before I did that,
tread.
so I was like, you know what?
Still sticky.
We're going to leave them on.
Yeah, slow off-roading stinks. Fast off-roading is where it's at, but that breaks everything.
We'll get to that later.
And then, I have a deep thought.
Nils, you got off-roading rigs, right?
Yeah, I got a couple Jeeps, XJs.
Couple Jeeps.
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said, "Come hang out. I'll my own Jeep." He's got a spare Jeep.
There you
for a
go.
friend.
Yeah. It came about because my buddy who got me into wheeling, his Jeep's always broken or not ready. So I was like, well, this Jeep came about. It was on Craigslist or Marketplace for $500 or $600. So I just bought it and I was like, yo, whenever your Jeep's broken, you're just going to drive this one.
Nice.
Yeah.
His friend
That's all I
taking
know
care
you're
of a friend.
serious. You said wheeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's serious.
I got asked to go wheeling the other day.
Yeah, wheeling.
Can you please define that for me?
You're like, you mean like in a parking lot?
Yeah.
No,
Wheeling.
like in the top floor of the parking garage at the mall.
Yeah, do a little wheeling.
Wheeling.
I'm
Wheeling.
not trying to get this thing dirty. What else do I have? You guys got other stuff? I got a deep thought.
I think I'm out. I think I'm tapped.
Deep thought. My deep thought is, are we heading for the used car apocalypse?
Oh, more on that later.
Okay.
Is that in your news?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Well, anyways, there's a ton of cars coming off lease. I know this was my brother was looking to
Yeah.
buy his wife's Subaru ass end. And there is there are hundreds of Subaru ass ends like within 50 miles of here in his trim, and there's 9 different trims because they're all coming off lease.
Yeah.
And then we know wholesale prices are eating shit, and you're starting to see it even on dealer lots.
Mm-hmm. I've been tracking a few cars that I've been seeing in the past 2 months. Everything I'm tracking has dropped down by about $3,000.
Yeah, I saw something yesterday that said used car prices going down. I mean, car prices generally going down 5% next year. We were
Sure.
heading towards the used car apocalypse.
Shook, it is getting a bit toasty in here. Can you just pop that door open?
Just pop your shirt off quick. But I think we're heading towards used car apocalypse, which is great news for all my idiot friends with some money hanging around, because we're all going to waste all our money on that before the economy collapses entirely.
Listen, I'm going to need something I need to enjoy.
And they
I'm
take
getting a GX second this baby falls off a cliff.
GX
Daddy
is-
GX.
Now are in the range of like, I would comfortably buy one.
I saw an
of those.
$8,000 one yesterday. That was like, that would have been 15 3
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming down. So
Yeah.
the few things I've been keep my eye on, like I said, over the past like 2-3 months is down a little bit of money. So
Do you care to disclose the things that you're?
No.
Is that part of your other segment, or you just not let anybody know?
not letting anyone know.
Is this for a daily or a fun car?
Can't
Daily.
tell you.
And it's used car market.
Yeah,
Can we know the years, like a beginning and end,
2018.
and newer?
2018.
2018 period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I know what car?
Clearly, he's talking about the Honda Civic SI.
Just got $2 for showing some skin.
Oh, Neil's coming out,
All
making us some
right.
cash. Get this man another soda.
Take his sock off.
Big shouts to Trap Lord Suck Bang Bang Bang.
Yep.
Josh, you didn't get shit for taking your shoe off.
I know. I get them on the wrong website.
Wasn't
Shoe on head.
appreciated.
I think that's for only toes.
So yeah, I think we're heading towards used car apocalypse. Anybody who kind of tracks that stuff, I think, seeing the same thing. Even stuff sitting at like high-end dealer lots are coming down quickly.
Yeah.
I was honestly quite surprised.
Which is great because I
drove-
just bought a car 2 weeks ago. So.
It's good. It's good. Real high-end car.
Really
Yeah,
holds its
exactly.
value.
Right.
But as high as give me, I think the thing's worth like $50,000 now.
might
So
be the tip of the iceberg there.
It means a lot to you, though.
I'm only underwater about a car payment.
I drove by a Ford dealership, and I was very surprised because there was like 6 Broncos out front.
Mm.
I hadn't seen that before.
There's
Yeah, they're not
Broncos-
expecting that.
Yeah.
there's Broncos sitting right now.
Mm-hmm.
In one of the other cars that I'm openly tracking. There's Broncos sitting right now, but they're still not ready to admit defeat.
Pounce.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming though. It's
They're
coming.
not ready to admit the defeat of like, oh yeah, I got a wheel and deal on this now.
You know what's going to happen? Year-end numbers.
Yeah.
Next year's car is going to start coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. First
love
quarter
to see it.
2023, sometime around late February, beginning of March.
It seems that the hunter has become the hunted.
Yeah.
What are the Broncos at right now? Because last time I looked, they were all like $50,000.
Yeah, they're
minimum.
also going to be very expensive.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why they're wondering why they're just sitting. It's like, is it
Well,
supposed to
because
be
right
cheaper?
now they're wanting like a market adjustment on them all.
Yeah, that market adjustment's going to go the other way.
They could adjust this.
Yeah.
on tips.
So yeah, the adjuster will now be the adjusted.
Oh, I really like that one.
The adjuster will not be the adjusted. Yeah. So
Trust myself just thinking about it.
One thing I did want to mention,
Mm-hmm.
the car community and some of our friends had a great loss this past weekend, essentially. And just our condolences with Blake and Ryan. They lost their dad, who was a big part of the Panhandlers Car Club, big part of their, love for VWs. He had a dune buggy that he used to race uphill. And if you want to find out a lot more, matter of fact, he was on Topics Under the Stairs.
episode 20.
Okay. Wow. Holy crap.
Yeah, episode 20.
So it's probably a year and a half or so ago.
I don't have a date.
But it is on there if you want to hear that story. So again, our condolences to Blake, Ryan, and the rest of the family, and just the car community in general, because I know Brad meant a lot to a lot of people, especially in that air-cooled world. So again, shouts to those guys. We are sorry.
Yeah, big loss.
Any other callbacks before we get rolling? I don't think I have anything coming up this week.
No, I'm out. I'm out for 2 weeks, so I'm
Okay.
gonna see you guys for a little while.
Yeah.
Gonna go see
Good
Nate. Gonna go
effort.
check in on Nate.
Yeah.
To a meeting down there in Utah.
See how he's sliding around.
Yeah, see how he's sliding.
3 clips. 1
Also on John's podcast very recently.
Yes, actually.
So no market adjustment is going to be found to be reasonable.
Yeah, but they're having to come hard now.
Yeah, they're coming down. We got to start going.
I know they were trying to get a little.
I'm gonna start going there, adjusting boys.
Yeah.
Trying to get a
Dealership to dealership.
bit more deceiving than they already are. Instead of calling them market adjustments, they're, catering like these packages, like he's referencing.
Well, I've been playing the long game.
That's my guy.
And I've been calling dealerships as an interested buyer and things I know they're going to be marking up.
Yeah.
But also, in the time to come, when they need to move this stuff.
Hey, I'm here.
They're gonna
And
call
be like-
Big Daddy Moneybags.
Yeah.
Has been inquiring.
Yeah. Who,
You got
be an interested purchaser.
you have a shoulder to buy on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know, I got a bunch of money lying around to buy one of these things if they happen to
I'm
come
just
out.
planting seeds.
Yeah, exactly. Out there sowing the fields.
Yeah.
I love that.
They
Yep.
won't stop calling you.
Yeah.
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 That's what Google Voice is for.
Guy
Yeah,
keeps
that's
going
what
home,
a
he's
Google
telling his
Voice
wife.
number for and Google call screening. So it doesn't really bother me too
Let me
much.
patch you through to my assistant.
But yeah, we'll see. As things kind of continue to change, how urgent they are.
Changes, buddy.
Yeah.
Changes.
What else do we have? Actually, you want to do B for B?
Sure.
Be
Let's
great.
do B for B.
Let me.
Get your pipes ready.
Oh, that was weak. Can you give me a little volume for a second so we can get this going over here? Turn it back down.
There we go.
Bucks for the boys. And it's me doing this again. Revive Motoring. Bucks for the boys. What's Bucks for the boys? Bucks for the boys is how we keep this ship afloat, this train steady, this base is running. I don't know.
Machina running.
Machina running. And it is a value for value system. And what we ask is if you find any value at all, and we mean it all in this podcast, just hit up your boys at info@revivemotoring.com on PayPal, and you can hit us any amount you want. We will read your message. We're, in fact, contractually obligated to do so right in this segment. Anything you want. Do you think it's worth a latte at Starbucks? Go ahead, send us $35, you know? maybe is it worth a Twix? Give us $5, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever you think the podcast gets it done for you. Pick a number, send it to your boys.
$5 could split it with a buddy.
Yeah, as you soon learn by the end of the segment, 50 cents, pretty generous. Also, we have sustaining donations, which is the real help for us. Not that the one-times aren't, but it allows us to plan a little better. And that's at revivemotoring.com/B4B. You can sign up, kind of pick how much you want to give a month or a week or a podcast, or you can order a couple, you know?
Right.
Just to kind of keep us going here. But as you may have noticed, there are no ads on the Revive Motoring podcast. And that's not just because we'll get thrown out of any advertiser.
Yep.
But so we are responsible, and we are only answering to you.
We want to be as clean shaven as possible.
Exactly. I was just listening to a podcast the other day from a guy I really like. And he just slams podcasts in. He slams ads in.
Matter of fact, I did the same exact thing.
And it's so annoying, dude. And it's 2 every time. He's got an hour podcast. There's 4 ad segments. And it's just like, the flow sucks. The only thing that keeps us surviving as a podcast is the flow of bullshit.
Which never stops.
And if we throw ads in, it's not going to be great.
Would you say we have a verbal diarrhea?
A bit of a verbal diarrhea.
Yeah.
Now, as I say every time, it doesn't have to be monetary contributions. You can also reach out on Instagram or emails, hit us up with hot tips, pictures, songs, whatever bullshit you want. Make an image of us being stupid. Call us on our bullshit, which is nice.
Hot tips are cool.
Hot tips are super cool. Yeah. Also, you can, biggest thing is obviously tell people about us. Let people know to listen to Revival. That's massive.
Leave a review.
Is sit people down, force them to listen to us. Leave a review on the iTunes, which we do read every single time. And then the final one, which really doesn't apply to today, but there's a bunch of people in the chat room, is Wednesdays, usually about 7 p.m. Eastern time. We are broadcasting live. You can actually see us due to the magic of the interwebs. And you can see our screens when we bring up cool stuff to look at, like the Lexus December to Remember sales event.
Yep. Not sponsored.
And during that time, you can chat with us, which we leave on the screen, and you can distract us the whole time. And it's great. We love interacting with everybody. And, I mean, we do know most of you personally, which is great. Big Ian in the chat room saying it's 7 o'clock somewhere. This is a man that uses time. And I think that's about all we got. Basically, Josh can take it off. Go ahead,
if
bud.
you are a B4B, active B4B subscriber, each month from here on out, you will automatically be entered to a, dare I say, gift basket from us.
Exactly.
Of miscellaneous things, most likely a custom skate deck that we'll make and print out for you, probably, or will be one of a kind. So that's heading into the box. Probably some fragrances for your car, your vehicle. Maybe you want to spray some car scent on yourself before you go out. You can do that too. Some stickers and whatever else we kind of have laying around. So, again, you're already going to be entered to that automatically if you subscribe at our website, revivemotoring.com.
I had a question for you.
Under the B4B.
Can the B4B user win more than once?
I was going to take them out, but I don't know if I don't know.
Physically?
Here's my
kill this guy.
This guy, we got to take him out.
Right. That's why I'm like, yeah, it's only fair.
Still
right?
contributing.
And we're going to do the random number generator every single time.
Yeah, the odds are the same.
Right. So yeah, we won't take them out.
There we go.
If you won,
you heard it here
you're
first.
Still in.
There's people who
there's incentives to stay involved.
If we take them out, we only get a year's worth of listeners anyway. So we
There's people who've won multiple, like in Connecticut. There's 2 guys that do giveaways, and I've seen people win back to back. And they were like, "Fuck it, I mean, he won."
Yeah, that's just the guy giving it away.
That's just the name of the game.
That's
Tell me that's not fixed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my brother
No, they weren't
won
even
again.
their friend. They were just random people.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Maybe I don't know.
Do you know how many friends I have that no one on this podcast knows about? I mean, it's so easy to
Yeah, I
just
guess so.
rig
That's
this
true,
shit.
that's true.
You're right.
You know,
Family members.
Short of
yeah.
you guys, like I can
Yeah.
give it to any. I give my dad. You guys,
Yeah.
nobody would know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's fixed. My friend won a bike from one of them.
Okay.
What kind of bike?
A whole
A
bike.
motorcycle.
Oh,
Okay.
a
And then the
Huffy?
other was, I don't know anybody that won that one, but I don't think that one's fixed either, personally.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
So you don't think it's fixed because you have one guy win from one once?
yeah, it seems
All
legit.
right. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Sounds
May
like
the
it's on the
odds
up
be
and up.
ever in your favor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, I don't enter.
Well, ours is
Well,
not fixed,
ours is,
and we
yeah,
prove that.
and you can see it live. And again, right, we're not going to take out the past winner. You're in there. Everybody's in there. All one big,
Like
orgy.
swimwear? Whoa. What just happened?
Going a lot of different places, buddy.
You're moving from space
Yeah.
to space.
My
You're
brain's
swinging emotions
Flying,
at me.
swinging, meatspin.com.
Spin.
Thanks to our new sponsor, meatspin.com.
Is that still alive?
Oh, it is.
Buy
Yeah.
that domain name.
Toby shows me every time.
Imagine if meatspin.com brought you to revivalmotoring.com.
Oh, the plugin is not supported.
Oh.
Hate that Flash,
The
buddy.
meat spins
It
running
was
Java.
Flash, buddy.
Can
no,
you
it's
ping
Java
it?
still be up.
Corey, hit it with a ping. Ping
Oh, we're not gonna ping
meatspin.com.
meatspin.com.
Listen, none of that's happening right now.
All right, so we do have a new review. We do read all our reviews. Corey, do you want to read this baby?
We definitely do. We also have a new BPL. So I'm going to start with the
Ooh.
review, and we'll jump into BPL after. The review is titled, And So It Was. It's a 5-star review.
Oh, another 5-star.
It is left from J Halso 0412.
Jay
JH.
Hustle, love him.
Big shouts.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the EPOCH
Epoch?
of belief. I don't even know. It's a new word for me. I'm going to have to
like
Google
that.
it. It was the same word this is definitely just a quote from somewhere. It was a season of light. It was a season of darkness. It was a spring of hope. It was a winter of despair. We had everything before us. We had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven. We were all going direct the other way. In short, the period was so far like the present period. I don't even know what this is from.
Epoch means a period of time in history or a person's life, typically one marked.
We will
by
fight them on the
notable
beaches.
Events.
We'll fight them on the shores.
This is to prove that I don't read these ahead of time at all. So you could really throw anything in here and really throw me off.
Yeah.
Let's see. In short, the period was so far like the present period that some of its noisiest authorities insisted on its being received for good or for evil in the superlative degree of comparison only.
Wow. Thank
Hey,
you for that.
Don't know where that came from.
That was profound.
Wrong button.
It was definitely profound. I'm going to Google it right now because
Yeah.
I'm curious where it came from. I want to see what kind of stuff I'm spewing here.
Quick callback for Mr. Ed Pudva in the chat.
Yep.
Dixon Flannel. This is car related too, which is cool. They have a bunch of serial killer Dixon flannels. They just released a number 3 Dale Earnhardt Dixon flannel,
Wow.
and this might be my first one.
It's going to be huge.
I'd love to see that.
I don't know.
The Dickens Project.
Yeah, I don't
Dixon
know.
From-
cider.
So
It was the best of times, the
Anyways,
worst of times.
yeah.
Charles Dickens, is that who it's from?
Charles Dickens.
It's probably from
Great
Charles
guy.
Dickens.
We do have a way to track how we're doing on
Yep.
this beautiful Bucks for the Boys system, and we call that the BPL, the bucks per listen.
Butts per
listen.
Butts per listen.
Where
I
we take-
promise you it's better than my reading
Where we take the
abilities.
amount of butts and we divide it by the, we do something with it by the amount of listens, and we
Yep.
come up with a butts per listen.
You divide all those butts, dude.
Yeah.
So, Corey,
Split 'em.
do we have a butts per listen?
Yeah, we are hanging on by a thread to a double-digit victory with a 10-cent BPL.
Ooh.
Wow, 10
Very
cents a
close.
listen.
A lot of butts.
So-
You're really getting knocked out of the park over here.
Very
A lot of butts
10
in the
butts,
house.
Lot
20
of
cheeks.
butts. 20 cheeks.
That's 20 cheeks.
That just goes to show you donate 50 cents. Could go a long way.
It really could. Really could. Really pump those numbers up. We did have a new sub from E&D, so big shouts to you.
E&D, giant shout to
no-
E&D.
no new
Bringing the
messages or
D to
anything.
the chat. you
Bringing
know?
the D to the B.
Gotta bring the D to the B.
Yep.
Got to bring the D straight to the B.
Yep.
T's and P's for the D's and the B's.
Absolutely, T's and P's all around.
All right, guys, relax. It was released a month ago. I'm sorry I'm late. All right, you got me. You got me.
Come on, Shuck.
Oh,
jeez.
Ed already ordered his. He's probably wearing it right now.
Yeah.
Yep. Want to get into the old. News.
Well, boys,
Mm.
here's one that I missed on the callbacks. I went to the Providence Trader Joe's last night.
Yeah,
Just opened. Big deal for Providence.
huge.
Parking lot's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
I refuse.
Dude, I saw the parking lot is like a twisty road in a
Yep.
complex, and it's like a European parking lot where it's just like anywhere we can put a spot, we put a spot.
Yeah.
I saw a couple of ladies. I was in one spot. They were one next to me. They were up against the wall, nowhere to back out. They literally tried to back out for about 5 minutes and just parked again. And like, they had to take a minute. I left. I was like, I can't witness this. Crazy. My X5, driving my X5 through the Trader Joe's Providence parking lot is like driving a 53-foot truck through Manhattan.
Yeah, I just refuse to go there.
Dude, you got to park on the street. That's all I'm saying.
Big Trader Joe's fan. I'm not going to that
Big
one.
fan. I
I
went
was
to
gonna
that. It was like 8:30 at night. Nobody was there.
I drive to Gillette Stadium.
Too much.
I was going to say,
Wow.
what did they
Wow.
have? Actually, Trader Joe's. Yeah, it's been a while since I've ever been in one. Been a long time.
Something wrong with
Years.
you. Yeah.
Years.
You guys like the orange peach mango juice from there?
I've never tried it.
Yeah, tell me about this.
Tell me a little
It's
more.
so good.
Is it like a fruit juice?
It's kind of like orange juice, but better.
Okay.
Okay.
Orange peach mango.
It's worth
Trader
checking out.
You know what I do at Trader Joe's? I go milk chocolate, full hazelnuts in it.
Ooh,
Out of fucking control.
I've
I mean,
never.
wow.
I
stepped
probably just got
foot
that
into
place
one.
sold out. I bought 3 of them. I walked by my wife's car, just like dropped it, kept walking.
Yeah, just keep going. Keep going.
We're buying this.
like a gilly in the
Yeah,
mist.
we're buying this.
I've never stepped foot into one.
Really?
Nope. We have a thing called
Shaw's.
on the not Shaw's
Aldi.
on the Pike. What's that place called? We were just talking about it.
Stu Leonard's.
Stu Leonard's. We have a Stu Leonard's.
With the Stu Leonard.
Yeah, tell me about
Let me tell
Stu.
you about Stu Leonard's.
It's comparable to IKEA. You have to go in the path.
Yeah, there's a path, a
You-
maze.
You can't go backwards.
It's a maze.
Wow.
of
You have to go through the
produce.
whole store to get.
I don't
Really?
like that kind of control.
Yeah.
There are.
That sounds like
shortcuts.
overreach.
Yeah.
There's shortcuts, but you never take them. You know, you might see
They have
something
free
you
food
regret.
all over the place to sample.
Yeah, yeah. If you
All right, I'm
follow
into
the
that.
path, dude, they got chicken parm, meatballs.
I mean, they're
sushi.
You're talking
advertising
chicken parm like live on deck, ready to go?
Yeah, you
They
can
got it
snack
cut
on
into
it.
little squares with a toothpick through it.
catering.
Yeah.
They do
Oh,
some
that's
catering.
old school. I
It's
like
sweet.
that.
Yeah. I went through, right, and they were like, yeah, try all these cheeses. There's 3. I was like, can I try them? She's like, you can try them multiple times. I said, I will.
I'm staying here tonight.
Yeah, we tried every cheese twice. Obviously.
Honey, we're having dinner here.
Yeah, we're having cheese for dinner.
Big cheese guy.
Big cheese guy.
I'm going to be honest. What's the cutoff
Stu
where you throw
Leonard
me out?
sucks.
Oh, turns out Stu Leonard sucks. I can't believe you guys.
Nick R. Stu Leonard's rules.
Oh, right now it's a
Also thinks
50-50
that
split.
Neil's
Shadow's
Donuts-
going nuts.
Ed thinks that Neil's Donuts are the best donuts.
Oh, see?
They're
He never-
not.
Nick never thought of it that way. Maybe it does suck.
But it
You never
doesn't.
formulated your own opinion on whether it sucked or didn't. what the fuck is going on?
It
over
looks
here?
like he did initially.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's.
Wait,
he
was
didn't
it-
think about this
Leonard's
other end.
rules.
Right, within one
Wait,
comment
maybe
from
not.
Pudva, he changed his mind
It's
altogether.
like I get in the pool. I'm like, it's cold. Chuck gets in the pool. He's like, it's warm. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
And it's warm.
I'm
mu-
actually
yeah.
really cold.
He must hold Ed Pudva in high regard. I do. I know I do.
I know I do, but also his 2 hottest takes are apparently Vats, which hurts my body, and the other was Neil's Donuts being better than Duck Donuts because it's not.
I've only had Neil's. Neil's is
Neil's fucks.
Neil's
Neil's
up
is
there.
good fresh.
Have I had Neil's?
you had.
Yeah,
you
you've had
have,
Neil's.
but you got to eat it fresh because as soon as you put it in the box, meh.
We've had a couple Connecticut conglomerates bring us some.
The animatronics are a problem, but the hot food is amazing.
There's
And once you
animatronics?
Oh yeah, there are animatronics. There's an avocado song. There's a cow you can stick
Okay.
your hand
Oh
in.
my, wait, this is...
No, I'll tell you what. Pudva's making a lot more sense now. It's fun as a novelty, but you can't actually grocery shop there. Is this like the type of a Disneyland?
You absolutely can, but it is always packed.
There's a singing banana?
There's a banana, avocados, cows.
Nick
There's
R,
shit
he's very
swinging from the
sus.
ceiling. And Trap Lord sung right bang. Animatronics.
There's animatronics in Stu Leonard?
It's the Chuck E. Cheese of grocery
I'll
stores.
record a walkthrough for you.
How
guys.
far
Please
is it
do.
from here? Like 8 hours?
Danbury, East Meadow, Farmingdale,
Oh, yeah, no,
Newington,
it's not
Norwalk, Paramus. Never even heard
They
of
got
that.
heard
one.
any of those towns.
They got
Yonkers.
Stewart Soda on deck. It's the only place I think you could buy kitty piddle.
Excuse me?
It's a soda flavor.
Sounds like that would get you a
In
restraining
trouble,
order.
right?
yeah.
That sounds like a restraining order.
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. A kitty peddler?
Wow. Okay. Well,
Strange.
I've never heard of that place.
Yeah, well, turns out it sucks.
Must be a Connecticut thing.
Yeah, it must be a Connecticut thing.
Yeah, Connecticut's so far
Like
away.
Charles Cheese Mechanical Rat Concert and Child Casino.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, oh, me and Ed will do. Yes, that's a good idea.
Oh my God! If you
We're gonna do Ed and Ed go through
Ed's go to
Letters
Sue's.
as a vlog. yo, we gotta
Details
do
by
that.
Doug going to Dave's. Dave's really hits.
Oh, dude.
5 nights at Stu's.
Ed and Stu's Great Adventure, man. I'm ready for this.
Oh,
I'm into it. I'll give you a GoPro. You can strap them to your heads.
I got one. We're good. I got one.
All right.
Oh wow. Anyways, so that's
That was
that's not actually news.
Yeah.
I got a news to make up for that, and it's not long. New vet, 600 wheel horsepower on someone's dyno.
On someone's?
Yep, I saw it on the Speed Phenom YouTube channel, and I immediately exited the chat. But that was that clickbait headline: 600 wheel horsepower.
What
are
kind
they
of
supposed
dyno?
to
Z06
They're supposed to make 650.
to the wheels.
I don't know.
I don't
Isn't
even
there
know
a
what it's
badge
supposed to
that
make,
says
so I don't know.
650 horse, 650 torque in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think so. So I think in the wheels
So it's
it's making
below
600.
marketed amount.
No, but it's not supposed to be. That's not wheel horsepower amount.
If they say
It might be right on. If it's 600 the wheels and they're saying 650.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 670.
Oh, that's
Damn, why are they losing 70 horsepower there?
Oh, that's a little low.
The torque tube.
The torque.
Oh, is there? It's not going to
I
be
don't
one
think
of
it has one. I
that.
don't think it has one. I just like saying torque tube.
It's good.
Big fan of the
Yeah.
torque tube, you know?
The terminology.
Well, I got one of my own.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 600.
I mean, that's
How much are those things going for now?
106.
It's a lot of money to spend
Gotta
for
wait.
that.
Just put a spoolie boy on
2023
on an
Corvette
NA5
Z06.
something.
I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how I feel about 600 horsepower being on kill at the twitch of an old man's ankle. You know what I mean? They're one fucking geriatric throat clear away from wiping out me on the highway. Like,
You're not wrong.
like right through me. Like, I don't know.
I mean, what
If you can't stand it, just throw a spoolie boy on
I
your
guess
shit.
that's
you know?
true because like you
Have
look
to
at like
outgun 'em.
a Grand Sport or something like that, like a C7, those make 460. So
Yeah, I mean,
600 rear-wheel drive on deck, no joke.
That's
That's
a
a lot.
lot.
We're all used to modified car numbers. That is
Hey.
a stock car.
That's a lot of car.
That's
It's a lot of car.
A lot of car.
that's a lot of kill.
Probably.
A lot of car.
Ton of car.
What do we got here? Oh, Daniel Ricciardo joined Red Bull as a third driver.
Yeah. That's an interesting one.
Yes and no?
Is he going to get in the car?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
So
third driver, but he's going to be.
I like it because it's a way. Daniel Ricciardo's a very recognizable face and name in F1. You an F1 fan? Okay.
Same.
So very recognizable face and name in F1. So he has marketing power. So if you keep him around with your team, you can use that marketing power, which is exactly what Red Bull's doing. So
Does he stink? Why is he a third? Why is he riding bench? Why is he riding the pine?
He hasn't had a great
I think
past
over-
2 years.
I was going to say over the past 3 years, I think he's got one win.
Yeah, he hasn't had a great past few years. Either just people have improved that much or whatever it might be. But he's going to be the third driver, so he'll be involved in testing, simulation work, and then commercial activities. So
If they
like,
need a fourth driver, I'm
there you
available.
go. So when you see like Red Bull, like F1, like drive through a city, like it's not Max Verstappen doing it, although he just did it.
But
in
now it's
Vegas.
Daniel Ricciardo.
Now it's Daniel Ricciardo. So now
Not
people
bad.
would be like, "Fuck, I'm going to see Daniel Ricciardo." He's a huge, like he's got a huge name, especially for the American market. I mean, because that's obviously the one I'm involved in. For his name to be that big and not from here, that's what.
He's a handsome lad, you know.
He's a good-looking lad. Always got
Really
a great
swoons the
smile.
ladies up.
Yeah, good dude. What do we got?
Chat room's out of control.
Chat.
This early chat.
Everybody's high on turkey.
Because
right
everybody's
now.
still at work.
I
Everybody's
heard
still
that
at work.
guy Nick R punches
Wait,
puppies.
because Nick R said, "Time to drive home. Please don't roast me in the comments when I'm logged off." So in all capitals, haha, good luck. I heard that Nick R guy punches puppies.
You love to see it.
But anyway,
Wild West out there.
Yeah.
So Daniel Ricciardo is now riding pine for Red Bull.
riding pine,
Making more than any of us will ever see in our lives.
dude.
Yeah, fucking unbelievable.
boatloads of cash,
Fucking
not having to
unbelievable.
drive a car anymore.
I love
Yeah.
this.
in any sort of competitive atmosphere.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know the guy, but he has more wins than I do. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
A lot of W's.
Yeah,
A lot of
if you
W's.
think about it, there's only 20 of them.
Exactly.
You know, so
Take a mile long, that
also
guy.
like not many teams have the. Oh, he might be packing. Who
12
knows?
inches soft.
I mean, I'd imagine so.
Do not come.
If not, he's got the money for it. You
Couple
know?
Yeah.
inches from the ground.
There aren't many teams who have the. I guess I say the financial backing to have a third name like Daniel Ricciardo.
It's all
Who are the other
marketing.
guys on the
riding
team?
fine. Max Verstappen and
Kimi Räikkönen?
Checo. Yeah,
Who's the second guy?
they call him Checo.
What's his name?
Sergio Perez.
Chico?
Oh, I don't know. Cool. Hey, I'm down.
Yeah.
I don't watch that. I'm cool with that.
The the second guy, to me, is like the most consistent driver.
Yeah.
Like, it's just consistency. Like, at no point are you going to get a surprise from him.
Yeah.
Well, the third guy on Pine is consistent. Not in a good way, but he's consistent.
See, he's not, though. That's the problem.
Does he always lose?
Because sometimes he's like upper midfield,
Sometimes
like
maybe
really
good.
battling it out, and then sometimes it's like
Maybe
sometimes
shit.
sometimes shit, sometimes DNF.
He was good for
that bad. Okay.
he's currently on McLaren right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So went to McLaren, had a lot of what's the terminology I'm thinking for? A lot of chutzpah, right? There's very, very a lot of chutzpah with him, thinking,
A lot of
he can compete, bring McLaren to the front of F1 pack,
Oh.
and he got one win,
DNF.
and a lot of bad stuff after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an Instagram reel. It's like, we got this guy. He's fucking sick. DNF.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. We probably won't
It's
see
just
much of it.
it's a great marketing tool. It's a good
Yeah.
way to keep him around.
Smart.
Everyone likes to see him.
Yeah.
It is smart. It's like whatever team's gonna pick up LeBron James' son.
Bronny.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great idea for them.
Mm.
It costs them a lot of money, but the marketing will be great.
The thing is, though, he's got knowledge. Has he been around for longer than the other kids?
Yes.
So, I mean, he's got knowledge. He just might not be able to execute, like, and this is kind of not relatable.
Might be a great player coach.
Yeah, he might be a good coach. Like, if he's watching from the booth, he could be like, yeah, you need to do this on that turn.
Big
I
time
can't
inside
do it,
baseball.
but this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Because there's professional, like, video game players that just, oh, boy.
However, I
It's
see
the
your
same
point.
shit. Like, they're good, but they're not, they can't compete because they're slower now than the kids.
I see your point, but he'd also be telling the current champion and probably this year's champion what to do.
No. He was this year's champion like 3.5 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
No,
that was already
a month and a half ago. It was
already
decided.
solidified. Okay,
He was so far ahead that he could not compete.
Who's this?
2 years running.
Max Verstappen.
Oh, yeah. Well,
He had so many points he could just not compete for the rest, and no one could catch him.
Yeah.
There's got to be a reason they're keeping him other than his name, right?
Oh no, just the marketing stuff. They're re-signing him. Yeah.
You've seen this guy?
but
Bring
he
him up.
stinks.
Bring him up, Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Dude, there's
No, put it-
20 of them in the world.
And put it this way, he's the dude that works. He works
Well,
with
now he's
race
like
service.
He's 21.
21st, yeah.
That was 21.
But he's been one of the 20 for.
He's like really good
years.
to market with. This
Yeah.
guy.
Yes, exactly.
I said he stinks. There's people probably freaking out about this right now.
There he is. Look at that guy. You know that guy. You
Hit
know
me,
that
with the,
guy.
hit me with the images. There he is.
Yeah, you know what
Look
it
at
is.
him.
You and your Honda Civic,
Look at this
idiot.
guy. Look how happy he is.
Yeah, always look at the smile.
Look at the smile.
Look at the smile.
I
How
signed
could
this
you
guy
not
right
have
now.
him on your team?
His nickname's the Honey Badger.
Dude, this guy can have my place on the podcast. I mean, this guy's unbelievable.
He's a great podcast guest.
Great guy.
Let's get him on.
Big guy.
Something
Big
tells
guy.
me.
He wouldn't even.
That's a lot of man.
Wouldn't
You don't
bat
know
an
that.
eye.
That's a lot of man.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude, he won't.
Nope.
You know what? Earn your keep.
Yep.
Hit him up. See if you
Yep.
can get him on.
Yeah,
I'll
get on
message
the
him
phone.
every day from now until the day I die.
Do it.
He'll call me the Honey Badger because I don't give a fuck.
I love this so much. All right.
What's his fucking? I'm doing it right now. What's his Instagram?
Chuck, you got the internet? I need you on the internet.
I'm on it.
Okay,
Oh
right?
boy, don't Google two things at once, please.
Yeah, my brain might.
Okay,
explode.
boys. Mazda
Yeah.
has teased a new mystery sports car.
Oh, I have Mazda news too. That's actually different. How is that possible that there's two Mazda
Multiple
news?
Mazda. And it looks super future cool.
Where do I go? Where is it? Motor?
Just type Mazda mystery sports car. I don't fucking know. Like you're the guy that does this. You get Daniel Ricciardo like that.
Yeah, right.
Had him in your favorites. Shirtless.
Images.
Yeah.
Go with Old Faithful.
There she
This
is.
one.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty neat.
It is neat. It's very future cool.
It looks
mouse-
like a slabbed out
mouse.
Miata.
Yep.
The
This
mouse.
is.
Dude, the mouse is just doing that.
Are you okay there?
It's just doing that.
This guy's not okay. Anyways, it is. Jesus. This is a render presented during a presentation for the outlook of Mazda to their investors.
Mm-hmm.
They're committed to a sports model. This gives you a hint of the design language. This obviously isn't the final.
I get
So
very
wrong.
Lotus.
This is a render.
hips. Wide rear hips.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Very
So it's just giving you a nice some design language, and it's exciting news from Mazda, which is strange.
There's
Well,
promise.
The problem is it's going
Promise.
to be an EV.
Everything's going to be an EV by the time this thing comes out.
Yeah.
My favorite part
that's-
about it is it looks like the front end looks like an NB. Is that the round headlight?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Jordan
yeah,
will
yeah,
figure it
It
out.
looks like an MB just smoked weed. It's like, you know?
Pulls up to the McDonald's menu. He's like, "Let me get a."
Sees a buddy. What's that?
My
in
brother,
high
what do you got
electric.
going on over there?
So, anyways, that's exciting Mazda
I
news.
was just going to say,
phone
your
sounds like a
photo, right?
chainsaw.
It's
Is it-
Mazda. It's
is it
Mazda.
broken?
They don't want me to tell me that.
It's a phone, your flip phone is broken.
While we're on the topic of Mazda news, less exciting. 2023 Mazda Miata gets a price bump and a little cool new color.
What's the color?
It's the same color from a CX-50. What is the actual name of it? Because I won't be able to tell you what it looks like.
Is it red?
It is not. To me, it looks a little green, but
Looks kind of creamish.
yeah, creamy green.
Pea soup.
Would you call it?
Yeah, actually, right there's a photo right there.
cream?
Oh, right here.
Zircon?
Oh, yeah, right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Zircon sand.
Yep.
Ooh, I
Oh,
love
okay.
Zircon.
Toyota did this.
Great planet.
2014.
Zoltan.
Alright.
It's the planet of Zircon. This is modeled after its sand.
All right. Well,
read.
not much
Well,
photos.
a lot
there,
of
but
words
anyway,
there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just
Oh.
a photo. Don't download that, please.
Look
Oh,
at
what-
that.
What?
Price
It's a
bump.
nice photo. I like that.
It looks like the sands of Zircon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that where Mork is from?
Who?
From Mork and Mindy?
Mork?
Yeah.
He's from Zircon.
$750 price increase.
Oh, boy.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's where we are.
There goes the
And that does
neighborhood.
not include the price of that color.
Oh, wow. What's
That's
the,
just $750 above MSRP.
what's Zircon cost?
I don't know what Zircon cost actually.
Do they have to import the
I
Zircon?
bet they-
refuse because we tried Mazda's website one time and it
Yeah,
was
but-
so
Yeah,
bad.
real
The
bad.
website sucks
Yeah.
ass, bro.
If you put that website in that mouse, my God.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what's going to happen. That's
It's gonna
just
be a
shook,
disaster.
shaky ass
no,
hand.
it's because the mouse is so far away from the USB receiver. It does fucking crazy shit.
Fucking Muhammad Ali.
You
over
move it
there.
an inch, it goes a mile. You give it a snack, it takes the refrigerator.
How often do you hang out with him?
Not often.
Yeah,
That's my guy.
I'm on a 1-2 week schedule and it's good. It's all right.
That's significantly more than me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We live
man.
5 minutes away.
Look at
from
we
each
got
other.
this Chrome window open again.
Oh, man. Love it.
Corey complains to HR every week. The show ends, the mic's mute. He goes, I fucking can't stand you, bro.
I'm out of here. Just slams the door.
What else we got for news?
This is an interesting one.
Oh, boy.
Chuck mentioned this off air last week. I don't know if it was after, before. I can't remember.
The place that's better than King Richard's Fair in Connecticut?
Wait, what? There's-
Yeah, dude. There's a
there's
place in
another one?
Connecticut that's supposed to be way better than King Richard's Fair.
They have
But we
a-
talked about this before. They don't have a 9/11
I was going to
remembrance
say,
day.
they have a memorial?
On the same day
Right
as the
after the
cleavage
cleavage
contest, so
contest.
we can't go.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of it? Out of curiosity, real quick?
Yeah, place that isn't as good.
I don't know what the name of it is, but it's in Connecticut. Close to kind of where I live, so nowhere near you, I'd assume.
All right, moving on.
Thompson could have a hell of a fair.
They could.
Could be Thompson.
Okay.
They do. It's called Staggered. Dress up.
eBay.
I'm wearing the staggered shirt.
There we go.
Big
There you
shouts,
go.
Staggered.
This guy knows.
Big shouts.
This guy over here, he knows. The guy, poor guy has to hang out with you.
Stagger. Somebody talk to Mike Lynch. We're going to have a cleavage contest followed by a 9/11 remembrance.
Yeah, and it's
tribute
gonna be a medieval car show.
Yeah.
Lynch,
Well-
I know you're listening. I think this could be big for us.
Wear your cloak and dagger.
Fall in on car jousting.
If we had a medieval day, it'd be so good, man. It'd be so good.
Turkey legs for everybody. eBay bans sale of aftermarket parts that defeat mission systems.
Yeah, I heard about this. I hear that standalones might be the next on the chopping block. Not from eBay, but generally what they're going to start going after. So if you've been waiting, it's probably time to pull the trigger.
Let's see. The regulatory body has essentially declared war on companies who manufacture and sell emission defeat devices. And its enforcement is enough to scare just about anybody into compliance, including eBay. So a handful of different things have, gone away by the wayside.
Which is crazy because there's a lot of like channels that are sponsored by eBay parts.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean, the biggest of them all is Hoonigan, but there's these other dudes from Canada, the Speed Academy, I think is they are, and they're sponsored by eBay too. So it's crazy because, like, what are you gonna do?
We get a good buddy that works for eBay Motors.
Yeah.
Does this
should
include
just
like
have on.
a cat back exhaust?
So eBay is not currently allowing any tuners, regardless of functionality, in order to ensure compliance
These
with,
are handheld tuners
with
like
policy prohibiting
Cobb's
defeat
shit.
devices. Yeah.
Do you want to reach out to him like when you get back and
Yeah.
see if he wants to come on?
Yeah.
I miss them.
Let's see. As it turns out, hardware and software tuners were quietly banned under eBay's restricted items policy. It's not immediately clear when the policy went into effect. However, it would appear that this is a relatively new addition to the company's public listing policies. eBay spokesperson later confirmed the banning of these devices to Road and Track. Products that bypass, defeat, or render inoperative emission control systems aren't allowed either on their own or when combined with other hardware or software.
But a bigger deal was made about this. This is just an eBay policy from eBay, but I know they're receiving pressure from the EPA,
Which I'm sure everybody
and you can
is,
get
right?
a lot. There's a lot of stuff you can buy on eBay that American companies aren't going to put their name behind, right? You can get some real China pop tunes on there, as we all hear every day, every time we drive anywhere. So they're dumping that. I mean, you can still buy them other places. It's just that there seems to be a crackdown. We've seen the crackdown on like cat stuff that happened with them. You couldn't buy cat delete pipes. We've seen APR not being able to do certain tunes because of this. The standalone thing I heard about seems a little far-fetched, but you never know. Like these organizations are empowered and they don't really have to abide by anything. They just have to interpret rules. So.
Yeah, because Megasquirt, for example, they just sell a board and wires. Yeah, thanks, Tim. It's called the Connecticut Renaissance Fair because I suck at Google. Thank you.
Well, it's pertinent point.
Yeah.
It wasn't pertinent, so I didn't Google it. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, like Megasquirt just gives you a board and wires. They don't care what you do with it after that. Like the pros come with an image loaded on it,
Yeah.
but they could very well just be like, "Here's a box." Don't know what you do with it.
Standalone seemed to be a bit out of the way, because to run a modern car in one takes a fucking load of bullshit.
Oh,
like
yeah.
the old stuff is not passing emissions anyway. That thing's old, you know?
If anything, you could be improving the emissions output
Right.
by putting on a standalone.
You mean how much emissions it puts out?
No, how much cleaner it would be.
Could be.
How's
it
emissions
could.
on this?
Theoretically, it could be.
200%.
Don't let the potential facts get in the way of the idea. That's the you know, like, oh no, we got to attack all the
Let's
small
not let
fries,
data
if you will.
cloud our judgment here.
Right, right, exactly.
Go after those standalones, but those cruise ships, run them every day.
As we all know, trust the science.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's throw a war.
Right.
That won't pollute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think, we had, I'm drawing a blank on his name, and it's really killing me right now, on to talk about the EPA stuff. Josh.
Relentless.
Oh, Brendan Furchess.
Thank you.
Yeah.
To talk about the EPA stuff, so he had a really good insight to it. But I think the other gentleman that Chuck just mentioned, if we could reach out to him in a few weeks and have him on and kind of see
He would
where
have,
his position would be.
potentially a direct line to it. And again, they're going to start with the big fries first, right?
Tim Connors wants everyone to know, obviously, a correction to the podcast, that Megasquirt is fully built, as this is not 1999.
Listen, it could come fully built, but they could just be like, well, it comes with a USB drive.
Dude, you should have put your flame suit on for today.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, really heated over there. I mean,
Everybody's all fired up. We start early.
It'd be like a firewall. They come blank, brother. You got to image them. So they could send you a standalone and be like, we don't care what you do with this after this, but it could run
I
a
think that's what
2J.
they do now.
And I think the idea is to block even the potential of that. And that's where it gets,
Yeah, but then at that point, it
That's
becomes the user.
Well, that's
not-
where the amendments come in.
Yeah.
But those don't seem to matter at times.
So what you're saying is we should probably invest in buying every Cobb access point that's available currently and then sell them for an extreme markup.
It
in
wouldn't be a
couple
bad
years.
business plan, to be honest.
Yeah.
Stomps.
I'm sure it would get flagged like immediately.
Yeah, immediately. I bet there's people trying to
I'm
do
sure.
just that.
I'm sure Cobb would love it. They'd just be like, "Take them all,
Buy us
Fuck 'em."
out.
Nils, you run a standalone in your...
Yes.
What do you
Haltech.
run? A Haltech?
Yep.
Okay.
Elite 2500.
Hey,
all
all
right. Big
right.
boy there.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
I might have put a deposit on one of those recently as soon as I heard this news.
Better buy them before Black Friday.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Nice little discount.
Why? They
there.
got a nice
No,
sale?
just I don't know. If everything's gonna be banned pretty soon.
Yeah, there's a little. They have
And
a
you
sale
get 'em
going
on
on right
sale.
now.
No, it truly is a, we don't know for sure, but obviously we know where it's heading.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be forced upon us. And this is just another strike in that direction, unfortunately. With that said, any other news?
Mike Lynch reached out in a sudden
About the
news
fair?
alert. Yeah, he said, "I don't know if I can get away with all those requests. Got to keep it family friendly."
Jousting is friendly, family.
9/11 Memorial's friendly.
I don't think those are the requests he has an issue with. I
The
think it might have been the cleavage contest.
the jugs competition.
Yeah.
We're gonna balance jugs.
We're gonna
Water.
just gonna see how many jugs of water we can balance over here.
I love that he's listening live and also sent that in live.
Yeah.
I just
I
love
love
Mike
that
Lynch.
guy,
He's
Yeah,
honestly.
the best.
big shouts to Mike Lynch.
I have a little. The Baja 1000
Yes,
was this
Yeah.
past weekend.
yes.
We had some
A lot of race.
friends who participated in it. There's a lot of race. There was a trophy truck that burnt down to the ground. There was a pre-runner that T-boned a guy on a four-wheeler, and he unfortunately lost a leg.
Have you seen any updates about that?
No, I
Okay.
haven't actually, and it's a bummer because the video was gnarly, but I was just looking like, hey, were they able to get him out of there quick enough?
Yeah, I was just.
I know they got
curious.
a tourniquet on him to stop the bleeding, but that was only on site. Then you have to transport the guy. So
Right, and they're in the middle of the desert.
yeah. Before we jump to the Class 11 stuff, there was a Ford Ranger Raptor that competed in a class of 1 in the mid-size stock class. It won. But the more impressive thing is they drove from Riverside, California to the Baja, did the Baja 1000, and then drove back to Riverside, California. This guy was he got stuck at one point in the Raptor, and the same gentleman who pulled Garrett and I up that hill was the same guy who pulled the Ranger Raptor out of the just quicksand he was stuck in a Bronco Raptor. So,
This man
that
is
kinda-
not only a scholar, but
yeah,
a gentleman.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
he's also one of the most winningest off-road drivers of all time.
I think
He's
Core's
just out there. He said, "I'm gonna tow all you motherfuckers."
Yeah.
I think Core's trying to say this guy fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an Lexus LX and a Toyota Land Cruiser, neither of which finished, which is pretty
Ooh,
wild.
That's a bummer for me.
Sorry,
Really harshing
you
my
plan
mellow.
to really compete in the Baja or
Harshing my
what?
mellow. I mean,
Yeah.
if I
That's
get
good.
one,
Both the
Yeah.
cars I like.
if I get one for
trash.
$7,000, maybe I will.
Yeah. With the Class 11 guys, there were, just to put it in perspective, I think there were 8 who entered by a mile 400 and change.
Class 11's air cooled bugs.
Yes.
Yep.
By mile 400 and change, there were 2 left.
That's crazy.
Uh,
A lot of car.
There
Lot
was
of
another
miles.
team from Ensenada, which is where it is, and there was the team that we have become friendly with over the years. The past 2 or 3 or so, Garrett has become friendly with them. They had a hell of a run. So quick breakdown. Mile marker 37, no power car shuts off. Mile marker 62, no power car shuts off. Mile marker 70, fixed electrical power wire to ignition. Mile marker 157, the helmet pumper died, which is a total bummer when things are super like silty and sandy, because then you have to open it and you can't see shit anyway. Mile marker 395, flat tire. Mile marker 450, loose steering box. Mile marker 470, steering box has fallen out of the car.
There you go.
The bolts holding it have
Hate to see
Bucks
that.
has left the chat.
shared off. So they pulled a bolt out of like the engine case to remount the steering box.
Definitely
Pull
don't
the,
need that.
pull the head bolt out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took one head bolt out.
Yeah.
We could lose a little compression, gain a little steering.
Between mile marker 470 and mile marker 600, 3 flats.
That's why I use all the same bolts on everything,
Yeah.
the whole car.
Mile marker 600 broke the driver's side lower arm, which broke the upper ball joint. 645 replaced a full transmission.
They're going through it, dude. This is one car.
This is
That
fucking.
sounds like trying to drive an Audi to DC.
Yeah, this is fucking wild. So think about
Or
this.
Alpine Vag.
You're at mile marker 645. You replace the transmission. You get back on the road. Boom. 5 miles later, mile marker 650. Broke the passenger side lower ball joint. Replaced the lower arm and upper ball joint.
Did it completely shear, or did it just get play?
It gets play and then they shear off.
They just run it with play.
Yeah.
Nils, why does this sound a lot like your last Lock City event?
Yeah. So mile marker 680 replaced passenger lower arm. Mile marker 710 alternator no charging, broken alternator wire. So the cutoff.
You think you can get a more detailed breakdown of what happened?
dude? The cutoff for achieving this
fixed
race is 36 hours. They rolled across the finish line at 36 hours and 2 minutes
Oh my god, that's
for
devastating.
DNF. So
That hurts.
They finished.
So when they
That's an F.
finished,
That's
they
an F.
finished.
They finished strong.
So they finished 2
with
minutes.
a brand new car.
2 minutes late, right? So in the past 20, in the finishing 20 miles, they're looking at the car on the tracker like, why the fuck is he going so slow? Like, we're running out of time. He rolled across the finish line with pretty much sit in your car and dismount the steering column from the body of your car and just hold it in your lap. So steering column was completely broken off the car. The GPS mount was broken. The GPS was broken. There were no brakes. And the co-driver, so the co-driver's holding a GPS.
The steering wheel,
the GPS
the
mount.
column's disconnected?
Yes.
So it's like wrestling a gator?
Yeah.
The whole way in?
The whole way, dude. For 20 miles off-road.
Jesus.
And
That's fucking awesome.
And then they're firing the reserve fuel pump because the fuel pump died. So 36 hours and 2 minutes, about 800 or so miles, 750, 800 miles, whatever it was, they finished. Although it does count as officially as a DNF, they finished as a team. This car did 8 score races. It's probably done about 2,000 miles of Baja racing. It is officially being retired. It's
Nothing like, yeah, that's
it's
awesome.
done.
Nothing like finishing as a team.
So shout out to those guys. GHA Racing. These are the guys who are like, you know, when Garrett and I are out there, I mean, granted, we're from the East Coast. We don't do a lot of this desert stuff. They're deep in it. They were super helpful. There's footage of them getting us back up and running multiple times, you know, helping us out. They're all good dudes. It's just incredible. I tracked this for literally a day and a half the whole time. And I checked in with actually the co-driver. I talked about him on here, Cowboy Pete, Live Action Pete. And he was like, it was just unfucking believable.
Big Chef's Live Action Pete got his real estate license.
He did. If anyone's looking to buy real estate in California, don't. But if you do,
That's your man.
hit up my boy Live Action Pete and he'll hook you up.
They were
you sorted.
firing the fuel pump with a wire?
So on those
I've done
cars, on those cars, you have a mechanical fuel pump,
While they're driving?
an electronic fuel pump, and a reserve electronic fuel pump.
Oh, it's high pressure injection or whatever.
Yeah, so they're going back and forth between mechanical and electrical fuel pump.
The co-driver.
The co-driver,
So he's holding a GPS while flicking a switch.
yes. And
my God.
navigating, and it's,
Oh, God.
And he can't
1
see a
a.m.
fucking thing
yeah.
because the suit fucked.
Yeah.
The wheels flying off. My man's wrestling a gator. Dude, to be a fly on the wall. Dude,
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Listen, I've been in a fly on the wall. It's a good time.
Dude, I can't even imagine.
But
Did they
30
get any footage? Did they record anything?
there was an entire video team with them for the whole thing.
Who
sweet.
has
There's
the
gonna
Where
there's
are
gonna
the
be
parts?
what's up?
Somebody chasing them with the
They
parts?
have a giant chase truck that chases them the whole race.
That's also Bajaing though? Or does it go like at a normal speed?
No, it's Mexico.
I was going to
there's
say,
a-
it's probably trying to find the lesser of the two.
There's the race course, and then there's like the fire roads.
Gotcha.
So you're on the fire roads, and kind of like running parallel or crossing, and kind of keeping within a certain mile like distance.
So it's like the scene from Ace Ventura where he's driving the monster truck bouncing around, but he's just on pavement.
yeah. It's like
You
that.
look
So-
left and the trucks, the wheels are just going nuts.
But yeah, Baja 1000. I mean, it is
That's serious, man.
just to
That's
get
some
across the
grit.
finish line.
Take some grit.
Is an achievement, and it's unbelievable to see these guys do it. I'm interested to see what they put together for another car. It's a hell of a team.
Hopefully,
Also,
to go trophy truck, take a
Does the
little break.
driver
The
and-
driver who owns the racing team, who pretty much pilots the whole racing team, went from trophy trucks to class 11
That's
because he
amazing.
was like, I need like a challenge,
Huh?
like I need like a legitimate challenge.
Well,
that man's dick is 10 feet tall.
Yeah, dude. Mile long.
He's
So,
all business.
Does the driver and the passenger have to do the repairs, or is there like a team?
Just
They
a full
like
team. Probably, I think, would probably be about 10 or 11 guys.
It's kind of deep as your drift guy, your drift tech crew.
yeah.
10 guys.
That's me,
truck
myself,
and trailer.
both
Yeah.
my shadow and my left and right hand.
Exactly.
But depending on where you are, yeah, because you carry spares, you carry spare arms, you carry a spare, spare wheel, you carry some other spare parts. So
Carrying
depending
the
on
whole
where you
team on
are,
your back.
you could have to do like some like quasi repair just to get to a location to get to your team.
That's insane.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So
and
there's
not that kind of news. NHTSA consumer alert. The National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration calling everyone to check now, all caps, for open recalls after another Takata fatality.
Oh boy.
NHTSA is issuing this urgent warning after one person was killed in a crash in a 2006 Ford Ranger where the Takata driver's side airbag inflator ruptured. The vehicle was already under a do not drive warning. So they're just trying to remind everybody to check if you have an open.
Claymore.
Yeah, basically that's what they are. If you have an open recall on your car for Takata bags, it's serious business because this has happened quite a few times.
Oh,
so,
my BMW's been repaired.
yeah, so check all your old shit to make sure. I mean, this is why you don't run airbags. Everybody knows. Yeah. But check all your old
Just
shit to make
eat
sure it
the
doesn't have
steering
these
wheel
old
like a man.
Takata shrapnel bags because they'll kill you.
The whole
Yeah.
Claymore
Just take 'em out.
steering wheel.
Take it right in the chest.
And then my final news is funny because I think about this all the time. Kia did a study, and they realized their new logo leads to 30,000 Google searches a month
Oh my god, this is incredible.
for the KN car brand
I love
because it
that.
really looks like K backwards N.
I thought I
Kia's
swear to God,
logo-
the first time I saw, it, I was like,
Yeah.
"What
Horrific.
the fuck is that
Yeah,
thing?"
it's
So-
not good.
I
I mean,
think
30,000. I saw the numbers like that's way less than I thought.
It's less than I thought, but still an alarming amount.
Yeah,
If you think about how many people see that and don't even bother to take time out of their day to Google it,
fuck it.
because like we looked at it on here, I knew that logo was Kia. But
Yes,
I was
the only
driving
reason
the
I
other
know.
day and there was a car behind me, and I looked in my rearview mirror and I was like, no, it's definitely just KN. It's just KN. That's all it is.
I wonder because don't you get like
It would be a backwards N, but it's better looking the K backwards N than the KIA as it is.
Yeah.
I agree. I think it's a cool logo, but it's confusing. But don't they get money per click, or is
Kia?
that the DNS?
No.
Somebody gets money per click every time you
Yeah,
click on
Google.
Google.
that.
Right.
So Google's like, you should make another stupid logo.
Well, that's if
I
anyone's
think-
advertising under KN brand.
I think Google's just
They're doing
fine.
all right,
Just
but
fine.
still, Kia's probably like,
Alphabet.
Turns out Google's okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Bastards. Anyways, that's funny because that logo kind of blows.
I think everybody's phoning in the news, Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
I didn't phone in the news, baby. I got
Oh, no.
lists.
I got
what
some
else you want?
hard-hitting news. Persistent geese blocking traffic run afoul
run afoul. Okay.
on Route 128 in Massachusetts
When was this?
today. No word on if
Wait,
chicken.
I was on 128 today.
No word on if chicken or any poultry made it to the other side.
What, did it give us time?
Massachusetts State Police flew into action Wednesday morning when a pair of Canadian geese wandered across Route 128 during morning rush hour in the busy Boston suburb of Wakefield. Traffic ceased its migration down the multi-lane road for over 20 minutes while officers attempted to convince the birds to peck it up and head home. Though there was plenty of honking, the flock of commuters weren't too sore about the delay and kept grousing to a minimum. Cops took a gander at the traffic holdup and immediately attempted to get the geese to shake a tail feather. The errant birds seemed too airheaded to understand their efforts and ducked all attempts to move them along. CBS News reports, in fact, the geese made the cops look like stone-cold turkeys just as a lark.
Listen.
Who wrote this? A bird person. Because
This
too
comes
many
from-
puns.
This comes from Jalopnik.
So many puns, dude.
Lots of puns.
Lots of puns. So many puns.
Yeah. If you were on 128 this morning, got stuck.
I didn't. I was actually
Yeah.
through there by that point.
Okay.
We talked about like used car market earlier. Quickly,
Mhm.
Carvana, the vending machine of
Yeah.
used cars,
Mm-hmm.
selling cars that are kind of illy represented. I don't know if anyone's been following, but the shares have plummeted 97% so far this
Oh
year.
my God.
Wow.
They've cut 1,500 jobs. It's 8% of its workforce. And they burned through $2 billion of cash over the past 6 months.
Holy shit.
I think it just has to do with the fact that the car market is turning. They looked really good when used cars were at an all-time higher price, but now that they're not, and not at so much of a premium to people to buying them, they're having a rough go at it.
Dare you say there's a bit of an inflation?
Yeah.
Well,
So
this is one of the things that can lead to this mass market suicide of used cars.
Yeah.
Is these guys go under, they're going to take the whole market with them.
And they have, we covered it extensively where like you could put in your information on Carvana and they're like, we'll buy your car.
Yeah.
And how many
Correct, they were
stories did
paying
we
too
see?
much money.
How many stories did we see where it's like, they bought my Honda, Jalopnik I think had an article or Drive, they bought my Honda Fit for $1,000.
For more than I paid.
Yeah, whatever. And it's like, how is that possible?
Or a
It's-
handful of, Tacomas for like the same, more than what somebody paid MSRP.
Yeah, and it's kind of the problem is that when you search used cars, they're able to post their used cars among dealers.
Yep.
And if they're setting the market pace or what they dictate a car being worth, obviously all the dealers are going to follow suit. But now they're having a hard time moving these cars, as well as, I guess, bringing in cash to sustain their business. So all of their investors are jumping ship.
Well, they had to take a super bad loan too, which is I was reading this whole article on it, and they had to. They're like backed into a corner, but they had to take the super bad loan. There's like those guys are right on the brink of totally effed.
And they have a giant inventory. So what's going to happen to that inventory?
Dumped into the used
Gonna
market.
get crushed.
The cars?
Yeah, they'll probably crush them.
I don't think they'll crush them. You think they'll crush them?
No,
Who else would buy it?
no, because they're gonna have to. The bank's gonna recoup their money by taking their inventory and selling it cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're going to take up.
They're offering top dollar for Type R, so they must have a bunch.
That's the problem, is that they've
Hold.
offered too much for too little.
They offered my friend Steve with a dent in his with like I think it had 13 or 14,000 miles on it, like 40 grand.
Let's hear it for Steve.
And I was like,
Did he take it?
he didn't do it.
Oh,
I'm like, dude, I would have traded that fucker. In
Yeah, but
so
the problem,
fast.
again, maybe to his point and thought, like, okay, well, what's he going to get to replace it?
He already had another car.
Oh, okay, well,
I told him to take it, bro. I would have bye, because then you could maybe hold out on a new one and get a new MSRP one, maybe.
they probably could have sold it for 40. Bought that same car back from Carvana next month for 20.
That's true. Could have been long game.
It's a long game.
I doubled my
So-
money.
Yeah. So
And
keep your eye on
Carvana
the used
coin.
car market, people.
yep.
Yeah.
Things are changing.
Let's see. This is transportation, so we can cover it.
Uh oh.
A railroad strike could fill New York City with shit.
Now I read an article that Joe Biden's on it personally.
You missed a poopy
That'll
pants.
fix everything.
Wait, do I have?
Who else into that?
No.
I'm going to give you the whole load.
He's gonna give him the whole load.
There we go.
Yeah,
There he is.
Joe. I read it on the when I was getting over here today. Joe Biden is on the railroad strike personally.
He's going to take care of it.
He's a working on the railroad, is what he said.
Fun facts.
All the live long day.
Fun facts. New York City generates about 2.4 million pounds of human waste every day.
How many?
2.4 million pounds of
They should
shit
burn that
every
shit.
day.
Just launch into the sun.
87% of that waste leaves the city by freight
Oh,
train.
the shit train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If those rails shut down, the Big Apple could start to smell just like, or just the
Just like
slightest
it already does.
Just like
yeah,
it currently
it's going to
does.
get real bad.
Like every parking garage.
Shit on the streets.
Stairwell in the Big Apple.
Yep. 2.4 million pounds of poop every single day.
Just in New York City.
Just New York City. It's a lot of shit.
shit.
It's a lot of shit.
What's the population there?
Too
much,
many.
Yeah.
That's a sustainable place to live. They all grow their own food, right?
Right,
So when
yeah.
that all goes down, they'll be fine.
Yeah, right on top of each other. They use the manure.
Well, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Shit train is a coming.
That's it.
Where do they move the shit train? I know they have a trash train from Vegas to California, and that's where they dump
Yeah.
all the people from
I was
California.
actually just looking at how, because I've seen the trash chain, how long it is.
yeah.
It was
How
long
long?
enough. I'm trying to find it now. But it was long enough that I saw it, went back to do something else, working on the car, and then looked back up, and it was still passing.
There it is.
So
I wonder how long the shit train in New Jersey is, because that's exactly where that thing's going.
It goes to Alabama.
It goes to Bama?
Mm-hmm.
Shit train to Bama.
The Big Sky landfill, 20 miles east of Parrish,
Oh, Parish Bama.
small Alabama town.
And that's where the New York shit train goes?
That's where it goes. Wow. Sounds like some bullshit if you live
So
in
that
Alabama.
that baby stays on the rails.
How do they do? Do they bag it?
No, it's probably like it's probably tankers.
yeah,
Right, that's true.
Poop
Move it with a
tanker.
bunch of pipes. Right, right.
I got a buddy that works in doo-doo water. I can ask him.
Yeah,
Big doo-doo water guy.
big poop.
Big poop guy.
Did you say he's number one in a number two business?
That's
I think
that's
it'd
all I
have
have for my news.
I think it'd have to.
If anybody else wants to pick this up,
No. I think we should probably get off news because
Right there.
that went right off the rails.
Right.
if you will.
yeah. You know what? I think Big Trash is covering up how big the train is.
Yeah,
Yeah, big trash is
big
definitely
trash,
coming up.
definitely big
Yeah.
poop.
Well,
Right,
thank you guys for listening.
big poop. Big
Thanks for
poop
Nils
doesn't
for
want
sitting
to
in.
expose anything. Nils, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Let's get into some of what you do on a daily basis. Well, and one thing you do is you seem to help a large amount of the community in motorsport and drift in particular keep themselves safe, planted, and feeling a bit, tighter in a car, if you will.
Yep, that's it.
So Big metal fab guy, it seems.
Yeah, quite a bit of metal.
Have you done that all the time? Or where did it start?
3 years ago or so. I've always had a shop for the past like 8 or so years, but it started with like just my cars and working on little projects here and there.
More of a as needed basis, like I need to cage my car, or just
No. I didn't even start doing any tube work. I didn't even cage my own car.
oh, okay.
So like that's how recently I started.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you did just metal fab for a while before?
Nope. So I always kind of just tinkered with stuff, did engine swaps, and once I started getting into drifting a little bit more heavy and a roll cage was necessary, I built my own.
Yep.
Actually, I built my own, and it wasn't great. And then I re-shelled my drift truck, and I paid somebody else to cage it.
Yep.
Because I wanted like a really nice cage. So I had somebody else do it, and then the time came where I needed to cage another one of my cars, and I said, I'm going to do this one. And ever since then, I kind of just really got the niche for it. And I bought a tubing bender, and I just started doing cages and bash bars, and it kind of snowballed into doing other people's cages, and now I just do a lot of roll cages.
When you're doing a cage, obviously there's different styles for different needs, and obviously depending upon the chassis that you're working with. Like, what's the first thing you do when you're going to develop a cage for somebody? Find out what their needs and wants obviously are out of the cage, I'd imagine. Because it's not just, make this safe and put a cage in there.
Right. Most people are, 90% of the cages I do are for drifting.
Yep.
I've done a couple drag cages and a few SCCA and like Lemons cages.
Yep.
But the drifting cages is definitely the majority of what I do. And they're relatively all the same as far as what they need to be within spec or safe.
Yep.
So it's, yeah.
What are some of the variations that you can do? Like, I know, like, door bars and different things like that, right? For how much time you put on ingress, egress, is that up to the customer?
So I leave the door bars up to them. If they want any kind of style, it doesn't change in price. I can do any style door bar that they want.
Yep.
Bump outs, straight door bars, X's, whatever. And I recently bought a CNC plasma cutter, so I can make like custom gussets with their Instagram name or their team name or some kind of logo. So I've been doing a lot of that stuff.
Smart guy.
Yeah, people love that.
People like that branding. Yeah, hot
people
stuff.
love that stuff.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, nice little touch to,
The first thing I told Nils was, you better slap one of your fucking NNF, the Nori Nils Fab things right on the center of it. And he's like, I got you.
Yeah.
It's actually right in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So when you were learning to do all this stuff, how does one just kind of go about soaking it all in?
Me and my girlfriend were on our way home from Cape Cod one day, and I was like, I'm gonna figure out how to bend tubes. And I remember watching this YouTube video of this like British dude.
Yep.
And I watched the whole video like 3 different times. I think it was like 30 minutes long. And that's literally, I reference people when they ask me how to do it. I just send them that video. I'm like, go watch this, because that's how I figured it out.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot more since that video, but that got me going. That got me with the basics.
Right.
And yeah, that was it.
Because, I mean, it is quite a jigsaw puzzle of a lot of moving pieces when you have to, all right, I know I want to bend this 90, but also at this length and hit these other 2 pieces of the cage.
I've ruined a lot of pipe.
Okay.
You've laid a lot of pipe, but you've also ruined a lot of pipe.
I've laid and bent a lot of pipe.
So obviously they're big learning curve, as you're.
Yeah, it's very expensive. And especially when COVID started. Actually, I think when I started doing tubing, COVID was a thing. But the COVID didn't affect the pricing until like a year later, because that's when everything kind of
all the
ran
materials.
dry.
Yeah.
So the prices multiplied. It was 3 times what I started paying for from when I started.
Yep.
So it really hurt, and I would ruin a piece of pipe. It sucked.
Right. Because that's a drastic change of, I can start my business at this rate, and kind of here's where I'm comfortable at, and what you're used to, what you'd expect, especially for bidding jobs and things like that.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, oh no, it's 3, 4, 5 times as much.
Yeah, it's tough. I had to raise my prices a little bit once I got hit with the price increase.
Yeah.
But everything's pretty steady now.
Hopefully, right,
Yeah.
sticking around where it is.
When
Yeah,
you
I hope
bend
so.
a pipe and it's too far, you can't bend it back because it loses strength.
Not really. I mean, some people say you can go 10 degrees or so, but it's very difficult to try to bend a piece back. Usually it's scrap, or you can cut like the straight pieces that are
And use them for something
and
else
use the
later.
straight pieces for something else. Yeah.
All right. I was wondering if, I mean, also, Nils, we're at an unfair advantage because you said you swapped your first 240 from KA to
RB20.
RB20. Yeah, at the age of what, 14, 15?
15. Yeah.
So, like, dude's
That's
smart,
right.
and he figured out all the wiring.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the first B series I had. I looked at the wiring. I went, "Yeah, I fucking give up. I sold the car. Like I could. There's no way I was figuring it out." So
Yeah.
Well, that shocks me.
So,
little driving determination over here across the table from me. I like
yeah,
that.
there we are.
To
what
my left, not so much.
what are some of the
hey, listen.
what are some of the materials you work with on a daily basis? Like, please tell me what's the best tubing for bending.
The only tube you can use for roll cages is, well, that I use is DOM.
Okay.
You can use chromoly or duck hull R8, but I don't really mess with any of that stuff. I just stick with the DOM.
Okay. What is the DOM as far as
It's called drawn over mandrel. It's a seamless tube, so
Okay.
there's no like seam in it.
Yep.
So it's strong.
and what's the typical diameter, or in thickness of it as well?
1.5 0.95. Sometimes I do 1.75
Yep.
0.95. It depends on the weight of the car, what they're doing with it.
How big of a factor is that for weight wise, in your cage design? Obviously there's, again, specs and standards that you want to meet, but do you have leeway to, hey, I can, make adjustments and take 5 pounds off?
There's nothing I can really do to take weight off.
Yep.
I just have to do whatever's
just
going to
gonna
make
be-
it safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As far as you said, you did some chassis stuff as well, like tube chassis stuff. Is that?
I do like tube fronts and tube rears. I've never done a full tube chassis,
Yep.
but I have a drift truck that
Yep.
I put Nissan 240 subframes under it with the 2JZ.
Yep.
And it's the factory chassis from the truck, or the factory frame that I just kind of like made mounts, put the subframes under. And I built it a long time ago. Not a long time ago. I say that it's like it was 10 years ago, but it was really like 5 years ago.
Yep.
And there's a lot of stuff that I would definitely do different. And I think if I do it again, I would just do a complete tube chassis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you genuinely have a passion and want to do that? If you weren't doing it for work, you'd be doing it anyway.
Oh, yeah. I love this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going into the,
I used to do a lot of mechanical work.
okay.
I used to do a bunch of Subaru head gaskets. There was like a small...
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
There was a small automotive shop in Waterbury, and they used to just bring me a bunch of Subarus. They would go to the auction and buy them.
Yeah.
And I did so many Subaru head gaskets.
Recession proof. Subaru head gaskets and funerals. Yeah. Always going to happen.
Death and taxes, baby. Subaru knows them.
Yep. And now I don't even do my own oil changes. I send my cars out to get work done. I hate doing mechanical work.
Right. It's truly just the fab stuff.
That's all I want to do. I like even like I've had cars come in for like full FD car type builds, tube fronts, tube rears, sequential trans and stuff. Like it's cool, but I like sticking with just the cages.
Yep.
The cages is like, to me, it's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
So as far as when you were a child or a kid doing motor swaps, what inspired that? Was there people in your family, things like that?
Not like, so I remember like kids in the neighborhood would have like their quads and they'd be out riding quads all the time. So that kind of wanted me to ride quads. So I got into like quads and dirt bikes. I remember when my dad got me my first dirt bike, I was still in middle school, I think. But my mom wouldn't let me leave the yard. So I would rip up and down the sidewalk to the neighbor's house and back. And I feel like that kind of just is like a natural reaction to snowball into cars.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of got me into that.
How'd you get into drifting?
I don't know. I think I saw it online, and they did it at Lime Rock, which I live like 45 minutes from Lime Rock.
Yep.
And that's where I started drifting, and I started drifting there before I even had my license. I used to have my friend drive my car. My mom registered it for me after I put the RB20 in it. My neighbor, who was one of my good friends, he was older. He would drive the car to the track for me, and I would drift, and then he would drive it back home. and like we would go to the Berlin Turnpike. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the Pike.
Oh, dude. I've tried to tell him about this, but years back, man, what a fabled place.
Yeah, it was great.
In
You
like
just said fable.
it was fabled, dude. You don't even understand.
He's never mentioned it.
Yes, I have. In 2000, would you say like 2010 to 2012?
Yes, it was before I had my license.
And
we would go
even
there.
before then, Fast and the Furious everywhere. Like
Oh yeah, people were ripping donuts in the parking lots and stuff.
donuts at Taco Bell,
Yeah,
all the meetup spots. Taco Bell was import. All the fucking American Muscle guys would be right up the street at Dunkin'.
Mhm.
Bob's. They would do like fucking like 20-yard drag races at Bob's right in front of Bob's. Like two Honda Accords, like, and then like almost crash and die, and everybody be like, "Oh, F11." Like, and the cops didn't give anybody shit.
no, now they're pretty bad out there.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But they'd be setting up races. They do races right down the strip,
Yep.
and it would be like, what was that guy? There was like the 350Z, the Turbo LSZ that everybody was like all hyped on. The
Where
is
nitrous.
this?
The Berlin Turnpike in
South-
Connecticut.
Yeah, it looks to be
Is it just-
south of Harvard.
So they would set up races and go to like the dark side of, they called it dark side of the Pike, where they'd race, and they still race there like civics. You'll see all the burnout marks, and you race to the bridge because it's like a quarter mile exactly. Back in the day, I would be amped for Friday and Saturday. 'Cause I was
Oh,
like,
dude,
we're
me
going
too.
to the
That's what we
Pike.
were looking forward to do.
Yeah, Pike
Yeah.
night. That's what we
Yeah,
called
that
it.
was a huge thing.
Is it like is it separated by Jersey barriers? Is it like 2-lane on one side,
It's a
2-lane
divided
on the
highway.
other? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
It's divided. Yeah, and there's
And
some
everyone
places
knew where to go. If the cops came to one place to
you
kick
jump
you
to the
out,
next.
everyone would go to the next spot. Everyone just knew where people were going.
Just continue to migrate.
It was
Yeah.
H2O every weekend.
Yeah.
And it kept getting crazier and crazier and crazier, and that's why it doesn't really exist now.
Right.
That's not what Puffa says. He says they still race there all the time. It's his backyard.
Yeah, they do.
That's where Puffa
They
lives.
still. I
Yeah.
just said that they do. They a lot of civics race there. Big money races go down on Dark Side.
Is that the big money? Didn't we watch the big money race earlier?
Yeah.
I don't think that was on the Pike, but they bring like
No, that was New York.
track bite, flamethrowers, like the whole nine to prep the surface.
Whoa, man, that's the kind of shit we need. We need
It's
to see
sick.
that.
It's sick. I give them. Listen, they got all these meetup spots all over there where they go on trailer. The pots come out. Then they all fucking just drive the cars there, or they'll dump them right off the trailer there. Then
Right.
they run. Everybody packs up and scoots.
Right. Right.
It's insane.
Do
It's
the
insanity.
business. Yeah.
But before I had my license, I had my permit. I think you're allowed to drive with someone that's had their license for 5 years in Connecticut.
Yep.
So I used to have my buddy come with me, and I could only drive till 11 o'clock.
Yep.
And there's a lot of people that would remember this. I would drive my car to the Pike with this dude until 11 o'clock, and then he would drive it home for me.
Listen, I love the level of responsibility you have.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
and the effort to just I'm gonna commit to this and see it through.
Yeah. No, it
you
was,
breaking
it was
8
great.
walls out here, man.
No, I was actually pretty good. My
Yeah?
girlfriend always yells at me because I drive so slow.
I
I literally drive the speed limit all the time.
oh, it's the best.
when I
Yeah,
noticed we
it's
were a
the
little
best.
late, I kind of put my foot into it. But yeah, I drive like I'm slow, dude.
I
don't
think we
believe
hit
that.
80 once.
I'm a big cruise control guy now.
Same.
Yeah.
Cruise control.
Cruise
yeah.
control's magic.
Said it. Just I'll get there when I get there.
Yeah, I go to work at 5:30, 6 in the morning. There's never any traffic. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God's time.
Yeah.
That's good.
So how has it been being a business owner?
Oh, you learn a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, one of the hardest things for me is just keeping track of materials that I have in stock.
Yep.
You know, like or calling to order stuff. That's just like a hassle for me. Always making sure I have stuff in stock for doing jobs. Knowing what I need to get for things that are coming. Yeah.
I noticed the other day that you put up like a flat rate that you charge for cages.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how you bid things. Just the flat rate.
Yeah,
doesn't,
I mean, I just tell everyone the same price, and I figured I'd just put it out there. This is what it costs.
Yep.
You want a cage, and this is what it is.
Yep.
So.
And obviously built-in materials costs and everything right there.
Yeah.
And depending upon if that market fluctuates anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But those are for like drift cars. You know, like if you're doing something else different that's
Right, different.
more
Yeah,
extravagant, then the price can change. But
Yeah.
Shook, can you scroll up the chat a little bit? Tim actually asked a question I wanted him to answer earlier, and it disappeared because it's at Pudva. Tim said, do you use software to model the project like Bentech? I've done a few Jeep cages and some numbers he put in there. It's so fun and rewarding.
I'm absolutely terrible with computers.
Okay.
No computers.
So no computers. There we
No
are.
computers at all.
It's hands-on. Arts and craft shit.
I actually, for my CNC machine, I don't know if you guys know Swivel Mount.
Yeah.
He's one of my really good friends.
Yeah.
Troy. He lives 5 minutes from my shop.
Yep.
And he's an engineer. So I always contract him to come and do all my CAD work. And it works out great. I mean, pretty much everything that I cut in the CNC, he comes down and draws it up, and I just press the
Sick.
print button and cut it out.
Hey, dude,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
the one button that you sent up. It's not working, dude. He just comes by and fixes it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
What time do you usually work till?
Between 4 and 5.
And are you there by yourself? Do you have anybody else in the shop?
Most of the time I'm there by myself. Sometimes I'll have I have my dogs.
Okay. Yeah.
Every day I have my dogs. I got 2 German Shepherds.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sometimes I'll have somebody else helping, but most of the time it's just me.
What do you want out of the future for the business? Do you want to expand? Do you want to add people?
Yeah, so there is a lot of plans going on behind the scenes to expand and be able to offer be a welding shop.
Yep.
Like welding services to people and not just motorsports. In my area, there's not too many welding shops around.
Yep.
There is one in town, but everybody's rather old.
Yeah.
You know, and so I want to be like that new welding shop. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
definitely going to be cool. There's
Just-
a
I
big-
just want to point out the service and I'm not biased, right? I'm not trying to be biased, but
He's biased.
on multiple occasions, and we weren't friends like before any of the car shit, right? So like he didn't know me from a hole in the wall. I'm just speaking to you directly right now. I said, dude, I need
Speak
a
to me.
wheel fixed. He said, yeah, just come by. Okay. Dropped it off, and I'm thinking, how long is it gonna take to weld the wheel? In my head, I'm like, we'll get it back on Friday. That's fine. I get home, he's like, we'll be done tomorrow.
Good.
You pick it up
That's
next day.
Yeah.
Like there's no bullshit. Like, what my control arms? This dude was sick, and he's like, they're done.
he is
He's
sick.
literally physically ill, and he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, I got that. They're done. You can pick them up."
It's like the
tomorrow."
flu game out there.
Dedicated and motivated.
Literally dropped my car off, and the next day he sent me a picture of the full cage welded into it, and I was like, "How the fuck did you do that?" Like, there's no
No time to fuck
fucking around over that.
Yeah.
I have a good sequence and like rhythm. When I get started, I just can't stop. And I like starting early because nobody is bothering me.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no interaction or there's no like nothing
Distractions.
No
Yeah.
distractions.
Yeah.
So I work really hard in the morning.
Yep.
And usually towards the afternoon, I start
Taper
getting
off.
tired. Yeah, I start tapering off. But
What is the best way somebody can bring you a project? In other words, like gutted interior. How do you get into any of that? How does the project? How does whatever they bring have to be prepped for you?
the interior's got to be removed.
Yep.
Unless it's discussed otherwise where they want to keep most of the interior. But I don't recommend that because then usually the cage will sit a lot lower.
Mhm.
Yep.
But some people want that.
Right. They just yeah.
But
Certain
the
projects.
headliner is usually the biggest killer. You
Yep.
know, keeps the cage really low. It's not ideal.
What is there anything that you'd really love to build, fabrication welding wise, that you haven't yet?
Hook lift dump beds for trucks.
Wait,
Really?
what?
I swear to God.
Oh,
we're gonna need a
I've
Google
had
on that.
3
Yeah.
people ask me if I can build these.
Yep.
And they tell me how much it costs, and I'm just like, how does it cost that much? So I want to make one to see why it
A
costs.
hook
why
lift dump bed.
Yeah,
So,
I want to see
yeah,
what
like-
this is all about.
Put it on the.
You ever
put it on
seen
the
like a
thing.
dumpster truck?
Yeah.
How it hooks up to a dumpster?
Yeah.
They make them for like light duty pickups.
Yep.
But apparently they cost like something like that.
This right here, this
Like,
one.
No.
Wait, let me hit it.
Like on the bottom right, hook lift.
fuck.
Oh boy.
This
Yeah.
one, I think it was.
Kind of something like that. Yeah.
Oh my, $41,000.
Yeah, like how does that cost that much?
I don't know. There's a lot of hydraulics involved.
That looks
Right.
like a fairly sizable, complicated piece of equipment.
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
pretty serious rig.
Honestly, you told me 40 grand. I'd say that makes sense.
Right.
I'm looking at it like how?
That's
But
fucking amazing.
With Troy, my CAD guy, swivel mount.
Yeah.
I think we can definitely design to make that.
Whip something up.
Yeah.
A bit more affordable for the people.
This piece doesn't even
And the
move.
reason why is I've had 3 people ask me to make these.
That's interesting.
That's $120,000.
Are they all using it for the same thing, or
Small landscaping businesses. They want to be able to put like a lawnmower in the back of like a bed and
Yeah.
put it on the back of their truck, or they want to be able to have a leaf box,
Yeah.
you know, for leaves. I don't care what they need it for. I just I just want to try to make one.
Sell it to
say-
some of the drift guys. They could probably use them for something.
Sounds like a custom thing that you can price accordingly.
Yeah,
it'd
buddy.
be sick if that like actual like dump portion was large enough you could put a car in and like that was your tow rig.
Well, that blue one looks like you could just strap it to that thing real tight.
yeah, if there was a way to kind of get the angle good enough.
But that's a big truck.
That's a big
real
truck.
big
No, that blue thing will go all the way in the ground.
Yeah,
Really?
It goes flat on the ground.
Yeah, it
and you
hooks
pull it on.
It pulls it up like a bed.
I think you should move cars that way.
Yep.
You just
Boom,
drive-
we got a business.
Right by the windshield.
like as if it's on the ground. You drive your car into it, strap it accordingly,
Yeah.
and then just back your truck up to it.
Yeah.
No trailer.
Praise God.
Save money on insurance because you're not insuring a trailer.
And then you could put your dump body and go to work the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. That's a
Oh
2-in-1.
That's how you can keep your car stored too. You don't even unhook them when you get back. Just drop it in the garage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put
sorry.
your dump body on.
Neil, sorry, Josh just patented this, so we're gonna have to do a deal on this. Sorry.
Okay.
Uh,
Forget about it.
what is your favorite thing about drifting?
The community.
Yeah.
All the people.
Also, what do you drift?
Oh, it's interesting whenever someone.
And
asks
I know
me
that's
that
why it's
question.
like it's
It's a 1986 Dodge Ram 50 pickup.
Dodge Ram 50.
Dodge Ram 50.
Yeah.
I found it abandoned behind my old work. It comes with a solid rear axle and like leaf spring front suspension, or not leaf spring, coil spring. And I put S13 front and rear subframes under it,
Mm-hmm.
and it started with a 1JZ, and then unfortunately at Lock City one day in the winter, I had water in my cooling system, and that broke my 1JZ. So then I put a 2JZ in it.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Became a zero
It's a lot of
JZ.
truck.
That is a lot of truck. So you're not
Well, this is making all the sauce.
you're not partial
Bunch of
to
sauce.
RB or JZs.
I like RBs. I've had
Okay.
a few of them. Yeah.
I was just curious if there was issues with the RB and it led you down the JZ path, or why you ended up switching it up.
I just really wanted, like, I feel like the JZ, when I had an RB, JZ was like the next step.
Yep.
So that's where it led me to, and then I just really fell in love with JZs.
The casual arm.
I was just looking at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big-
Like that right there. Actually, go back for a second, Shook. Like that right there.
It's
is
art.
just-
It's art. Is what
I was
it
going
is.
to say it's magical looking.
And what kind of door bar would you call that? Is it like an X?
It's like 2 upside down U's
Okay.
or 2 U's.
I didn't know if there was like an official
I
name
don't know
for
what
it,
that's
but
It's called a pinchy poo.
That's a technical term.
Let me grab a pinchy poo.
It's called a boop door.
yeah.
Boop them together.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
How many hours did you have into that cage in particular?
Dropping times on them.
I don't know. Probably 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
Oh, there's a machine.
There you go.
There it is.
So you're able to cut. And I saw the like Norway Nils, the NNF thing. You
Yeah.
guys.
I saw a little Kawasaki jet ski in the corner.
Yeah.
Say, yeah.
Oh yeah, I got to stand up.
Josh,
You're a busy guy. Look at all these. These all kinds of stuff going on here.
they had I thought I saw a welded diff.
A welded diff.
A couple weeks ago, I just did my
are you doing over
46th
there?
cage this year already.
46.
Yeah.
It's almost one a week.
Doing casual week?
2. It's pretty normal.
This man works inhumanly fast. I don't think you guys understand.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Like
incredible.
I literally dropped my car off, and the next day he sent me a picture of the hoop welded.
I
in.
remember you mentioning that. That's pretty wild.
I was like, how?
It's truly impressive. For
There's chassis harness car.
Yeah, Chester.
Oh, there you go.
there he is.
for the trades that are slowly dying off, like you had just said, you kind of wanted to be the younger face for that, especially in your area. I think there's a lot of people need to get into trades and do the same thing because it's going to die off. But welding isn't going to die off because look at you.
It's going to be,
There you
it's
are.
needed for a lot of things. So that's what I wanted to talk about too, is just like you offer exhausts, intercoolers, all the plumbing, bash bars. it truly is just, is there anything that you want to put out there for sale on a normal basis, like if on the website, or is it truly just bring your car, I'll build you this for that?
So I'm going to be releasing a website next year in 2023.
Yep.
It's already pretty much done. I'm just working on getting my product line established.
Okay.
All the details and photos and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of that
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
The website's already built.
Okay.
So that's going to be something for 2023.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And just a general line of products, just same stuff that you're already fabbing anyway.
A lot of like fan shrouds, seat brackets, bash bars, catch cans, intercoolers,
Yep.
heel plates.
Tacoma bully bars.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
I was gonna say seat brackets for an
Let's get
S1.
it going.
For an
That's a
S1
happy
Nights
guy
of
right there. What do we
Mustang.
got?
Yep.
Bent coil over.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
that was at Lock City a couple weeks ago.
What'd you biff?
I didn't hit anything. My knuckle snapped.
Oh,
Made
okay.
a whoopsie.
Yeah. She's a little hammered.
Still looking great though.
Listen, when you drift at the level that you drift at,
When you give it all that smoke, you can't really tell.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
going
looking
fast,
for the
man.
smoke.
It's-
The first lap is third gear. The second lap's all fourth gear.
Oh wow.
Oh, for real?
And we've got some speed. We're entering at.
Entering at 55, 56.
No, 30, 35.
Cruising altitude 30.
Cruising, but I mean,
I
that car,
love,
like, that truck looks good out there doing it. That's for sure.
it does.
dude, the bed. It makes it look like it's backwards, like when you're all that angle, dude.
Turbo mic tuned.
Always,
Best.
we praise Turbo Mike pretty often.
You got to get him in here.
You think you talk?
Probably not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
That's
love
the,
Turbo Mike so much. I just
Still
don't
50
think.
miles an hour, just
That
dead
angle.
sideways.
We all really appreciate him, and every time we get to see him and talk to him in person, it's great. But then we collectively are like, how would that go over the course of a few hours?
yeah, it'd be brief.
Mike's
I'd love to have
very,
Mike here.
very smart.
Oh my
Unbelievably
god,
smart.
unbelievably.
Every time I go to a shop, I just learn something that
Yeah.
I'm just like, how does he even?
Anytime I talk to him, it's like I'm an ape. I'm literally I'm an ape.
Let's check out that Z right there.
The Z?
Yeah,
What do we got? You got a Z?
yeah, right
Need a
there.
Z.
This one?
2J, yeah. This is like a full like FD
Oh,
car.
Oh, wow.
All
Oh,
right.
boy.
There's a lot going on here. So, what do we got? We got Norway Nils Fab on Instagram. This is where people should be going to check out all the stuff we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
And this is a Z. What do we got?
350Z with a
350Z.
2JZ.
2JZ.
Got a tubey front end, kind of.
Samsona's trans, rear mount rad, full
Wow.
cage, tube rear. There's
Okay.
a bunch of
Oh my God.
Look
Wow.
at that. Yeah, the bumper
That
fits.
hoop system, yeah.
Those are like we do those instead of like full bash bars. It's
Mhm.
a lot cheaper and easier to replace.
Right.
'Cause you can just replace the section.
You just
All right.
replace the section, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Oh,
Good
and it's
idea.
not even right. So and they're all bolted in.
They're not even. It's just like
Just
cotter
light
pins.
pins, Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Big
Big-
bracket guy now. You get your little
Training.
Yeah.
class
See,
member.
that's all important
Dude,
stuff.
You could easily offer like swap kits and shit too, because you're a smart, young, handsome individual man.
Aw.
Look at
There's
this
o-
guy.
I can only do so much at once, though.
That's true.
Yeah,
But
And
I think
I'd
what-
love to be able to get to just do everything.
I think what
Yeah.
you're achieving right now is remarkable.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're at a pretty damn good standard right now. So seeing what you do in the future is gonna be
Is
pretty
this-
wild.
That's the
Coolant?
exhaust.
That's for coolant.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Is
Is
it
it
all
really?
stainless pipe? You don't use AN, right?
Aluminum.
Lines?
It's aluminum.
That is aluminum?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
It
What if you-
cooling.
like
if you-
fits on the floor perfect, too. It's like really nice.
If you beach the car over a big thing, like can you crush them or do you?
So it's higher than the frame rails,
Oh,
and there's
perfect.
going to be a skid plate on that back section, like right where it kind of dips
Yep.
down before it goes up.
And I would imagine, I don't know why I would think this, but I would imagine that this is actually cheaper than running AN lines.
Much cheaper. Like dash 16 AN lines, like $25 a foot.
Yeah.
Those tubes are like $75 for the both of them.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a friend of mine was doing that on his Porsche, and I was like, that's got to be way cheaper. I'd never asked, but like just pricing out 16 AN line, because I was like, well, if I do a cell, I'll do lines. And then I looked it up, and I was like, you know, like, and
Yeah,
that was, I
it's
think that was for
really
12 AN
expensive.
or 10 AN.
Yeah.
Oh, look, yeah. There we go.
Yep. That's where the lines are coming out.
Sweet baby.
Very cool. All the bulkhead fittings, you know, it looks nice. That's the cool shit. I love how you made the box, right? Or did it come with the box?
Well, for the
For the
fuel
radium
cell?
fuel cell.
I made the box.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And this is the cool shit too. Like, if you have a fuel cell, you need to be fueling through your back quarter glass window. So
Everybody knows.
That's fucking,
Everybody knows.
Yeah, that's straight balling. What's the craziest request somebody's come to you with that you've done?
And that you haven't done.
That I'm gonna have to think about that.
And that you'd
Okay.
like it to.
That is, yeah. I was gonna ask, what is it that you won't do? Like, what did somebody bring in? You were like, absolutely not. No.
I won't do that.
Or do anything for love?
Yeah.
Any kind of mechanical work. When people ask me to do like work on a Volkswagen,
Yeah, big
Yeah.
no.
no.
Luckily, this isn't primarily a Volkswagen community here.
Yeah, big no. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah,
I wouldn't do it.
It's
If I have to buy triple squares, I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
this is a
Turbo Mike's
pretty
car. That's
remarkable,
Mike's, right? Yeah.
rebirth, if you will.
Yeah, this is Turbo Mike's car. He smashed it up.
Little
pretty good.
slam dam, little woo bang.
Yeah, John Claude slam down.
He did more than a pinch.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. It's like a whole new goddamn car.
Yeah,
It's a whole new man.
We did this in 4 days, I think.
Oh shit.
The whole thing.
Dude, that's insane.
It's just,
insane,
what
bro.
we're looking at actually is Turbo Mike's car, and the rear of the car has basically been
Yeah, he
reworked
foobarred
entirely.
the whole rear off.
And
It
there's
literally looks like the car was starred in a Godzilla episode.
He dropped the car off for just a tube rear, and he was like, "Well, I brought a radiator."
Which you proceed to build a duckbill around and mount in the trunk or where the trunk used to
mount
be.
and fully plumb the radiator.
Yeah.
we did that too.
And
so-
also fix my floor.
oh yeah, and fix the floor. Yeah.
You have that effect on people though, because I brought my car and I was like, I just want a 4-point. You're like, yeah, easy, and like fix this rust. You're like, dude, that's nothing. I'm like, all right, cool. Then he's like, all right, the harness bar and everything's in. What do you think? I'm like, it's sick. How much more would it be to do the rest? And he gave me a price. I was like, fucking send it.
Yeah.
And like I couldn't say no, just as I don't know. It's like you're doing it.
Yeah.
And like you're
If you
already
didn't
have
do
the
it now,
car.
It's like,
You
are
do
you
it
really
now.
gonna come back? You know,
It's true.
Exactly. Lock that
just,
sale.
just get it done.
Do you have an hourly rate for like, if somebody comes in, oh, I want you to fix my floor? Or is it, again,
Most stuff that's like not a roll cage.
Yep.
Or something that I build and sell.
yep.
It's typically $100 an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And you like when I asked you to fix my rust, was that like the first time you fucked with that on an E36 before?
That one spot, yes.
It knocked it out of the park.
What spot was it?
It's where they all rust on the corners of like under the fender.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Like
I was
where
like,
your feet are, kind of.
yeah. So he just chopped it all out. And I actually like how you did it too, because stock, they're like square. They come all the way out and then poke in like a square, and you like rounded it.
Yeah.
Which is sick because for wheel clearance or whatever, or like getting a jack under there is easier and shit like that. But like, and I have pictures of all that, but like, for not knowing the fuck to how to tackle it, you tackled the shit out of it. It's like that, knowing how to start. When you look at a job and somebody's like, I need to do this. If you already have like an image in your mind, like I know exactly I'm going to do that, like obviously that helps get shit done. Like people ask me to do stuff with IT and I'm like, how the fuck am I going to do that? Like it takes me a minute.
Buddy, we asked you to Google something.
Yeah, sometimes.
Hey, he
but
fixed
it's
the
like,
shit out of my computer today.
but
you
this
That's
is
true. He
way-
did. He
in
did.
my opinion, and it could just be because I don't know it, but like if this was easy, everybody'd be doing it, right? So
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
For you to look at Turbo Mike's car, if you guys go to his Instagram and look at it, I mean, it literally looks like the Incredible Hulk fucking punched the rear of his car off.
Most people would look at that car and go, well,
Total
this thing's
loss.
gone.
Yeah, time
it's
to get a
not
new shell.
salvageable.
And
yeah.
I mean, it's
That's how
straight
Mike
as
felt.
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you looked at it, you're like, what are
Well-
you talking about, dude?
well,
we can
Mike's
fix this.
reasoning for fixing that car is because he has another really, really mint shell that's already caged and fully tubed out, chained to the roof of a shipping container, but he doesn't want to touch it until this car is really gone because of how much 240s cost now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Right.
it makes sense.
He's going to
Right.
run it till it doesn't
Get
go.
the
Yeah.
long lifespan out of this one.
Dude,
Yeah,
with
like-
the prices of 240s right now, what you charge to fix that is probably like, I don't even know, like fucking a fraction of the price of a 240 right
Yeah,
now. They're
yeah.
like 25, 30 grand. Like,
Yeah.
As far as like I was just looking, low mount seat brackets, are
Yep.
those going to be pretty? Are
Those
you
will
going to
be
make
on the
those
website.
as universal as possible?
Universal.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Are you getting different cars to do, like R&D stuff in, or is it truly just
So typically when I build something like the Corvette fan shrouds
Mhm.
is one thing that I make. Those are now R&D. I had one person ask for one.
Yep.
And I have all the prints and everything. So now when somebody wants one, I can just make it and send it to them.
Right. Because in theory it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't need the car to be like for
Right, to
mock-up. I
figure
don't need it
right.
for
Yeah.
mock-up.
It's just done and it's going to be a standard.
Yeah.
Is this hold on here. Did you flip?
Yeah, somebody flipped a car that I
He
caged.
didn't flip. That's
Okay. Oh, flip the Fox body.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that
on
on your
vibes.
page?
Natural state.
It is. Yeah, it's on
It's up towards the top.
That's a Norway Nils cage, dude. That saved
That's-
that man's life.
Right there.
No, it was a girl.
That saved
yeah,
that
you're on it right there.
mouse.
That was at Team Vibes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude is a gender neutral term.
Dude, the windshield says never ready.
Yeah.
She was right.
Yeah.
She was ready though. She had a roll cage.
She was ready for the accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She wasn't ready for whatever caused it.
Not
though.
sure when it was coming.
Did it go up a Jersey barrier?
It must have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like.
Yep. Good old barrier flippy do.
Yeah.
You hate
Wow.
to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like.
Dude in the suspender,
Went
seen it
over.
all though.
Is this after?
Damn.
No,
Look at that cage, man.
that's before.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, looked mint.
How did the whole overall? How did
She said
sustain
it held
the
up.
impact?
I haven't seen the car since.
Okay.
But
Is the car back out there?
In these streets.
I haven't. I don't think so.
Okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't
I
quite sure.
think the motor or something. I don't
Is it an oil pan in the back seat?
It looks like it.
I'm not sure about that.
Gotta keep a spare, baby. Come on, run them low.
That's
Yeah.
all the damage that happened though from the
No,
flip.
No, he said that's
No, that's
before.
before. Yeah.
Oh,
That's before. Yeah.
I like the top mount, like the V up there.
That was a customer request.
Looks cool.
I like.
I
it.
mean,
oh, it's just the angle of the photo. I'm a dipshit.
well, I was
It
gonna
looked like
say
it was going.
if that's what it looks like after the crash. I mean, his shit doesn't even scratch.
No, it's like it's the
This guy's
angle.
unbelievable, dude.
It's the angle. Like, see how this one curves? It's where the camera is. It looked like it bent down and it was straight across like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's astonishing. I mean, we all know
Oh, I see what you're
Instagram
saying.
fucks with the quality of photos on phones when you're scrolling on the app, but like it really fucks with it on
On the old
computer.
PCs, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, as far as I could tell from this picture, that cage didn't move an inch.
Yeah.
know?
No, if she didn't have a cage, the car probably would have
She'd
went.
be in
all
a
It
the
would
way.
have kept
trouble.
going over.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The
Yeah,
windshield
that A
frame.
pillar. I was gonna say that whole A pillar that would all caved right
Probably
in.
shouldn't just push it back over, keep going.
Well,
know.
yeah, I don't think it started.
Mhm.
Otherwise, knowing Martha, she definitely would have sent it.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is this the white E36? you're
That's
talking
the
about,
white
Shug?
Yeah, yeah.
36.
I was just gonna click on this because this is more of the stuff that you're doing with the table, right?
Yep. This
Right,
stuff will be
catch
on the
can
website.
stuff.
Oh, big cash can.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great looking.
What were you gonna ask? I'm sorry. Somebody said something about the
E36.
E36.
Yeah. This is the one.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why I can't have white, man.
I
Thanks,
don't know.
Thanks, Carl.
I tuned
think-
out this whole car.
I think it's playing in a different game than you.
And
Yeah, that's not the same.
Put one of my 2Js in there.
One
of.
Yeah, I have a couple.
He's got 2J stongs, dude.
I was gonna say, did you? Yeah. Did you?
I bought them pre-COVID.
Yeah, and just kind of knew, or not new, but
I didn't
had the
know.
opportunity, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I actually broke one. I bought another one, broke one, bought another, and they've all been like rebuilt
Mhm.
Yep.
and stuff. But I have 4 left.
Should have you thought of maybe a 2J?
I was talking to him about that on the way here. It's too expensive. I was also telling him how I joke around about how the 302 is America's answer to 1J.
Yeah.
But you can't.
Strange
for,
answer.
For what I have versus what that is and the prices, we're talking about major league and fucking college. Like, there's no comparison. Like, a full 302 swap's going to cost you maybe $2,000 with everything, with mounts and like to put it in your car with all the things that you need. A 1J would probably cost me like, depending on what tranny.
6-8 grand.
Really? That you think that's it? Because I'd need a harness, more management.
If you piece the swap together, you could probably do it for less.
I mean, that doesn't sound
This is the guy you
terrible.
want to talk to.
Yeah.
You know a guy.
Maybe
I
grab
know
a
a
2J.
guy.
Grab
You
a
live
2J.
5 minutes from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's crazy. We should get Five Guys more often. I'd be probably like 600 pounds.
That's like 15 minutes out of the way.
I love Five Guys, dude.
I love it too.
God.
Yeah,
good
you guys
stuff.
had a
Steak
time.
sauce
You
on
guys
a
had a
burger.
time over there.
What's that?
A1 steak sauce on a burger. Crazy.
Really?
Yeah, it's tangy. I love that.
Is that what you got?
Yeah, dude. Mayo with A1
fucked
sauce.
up, am I right?
combination.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Mayo and A1?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's fucked up.
Have you brought any of this stuff over into the wheeling community,
Out there wheeling.
the Jeep community? Like in your own personal vehicles, or have you had any requests?
Tiny bash bar, baby.
No, my Jeeps are pretty shitty.
Pretty shitty.
Yeah,
Good,
pretty
good,
shitty.
good.
If one was to break down in the woods and it was on private property, I would, and it was not
Just
removable, I would
desert
leave
it.
Might stay there.
Just
Yeah.
desert it.
Leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect that.
I think did this one got a pinchy poo as well?
Yeah, this,
Yeah, this one got the pinchy poo. Oh,
Oh,
wrong
what are
arrow.
you
Wrong
doing?
arrow.
See what's that's the dingle
Oh,
door,
Look at that.
right? One that's the pinchy poo, but the other's got the dingle door. Look at that. That looks.
Wait, which one's the dingle
That's
door?
easy entry.
That's
yeah,
easy entry.
I like
It
that
is.
easy
Was
entry
this
there.
dingle door or was this?
No, the where's dingle door?
Dingle
the,
dangle?
yeah, the right there.
This
There's
one?
dingle door. Yeah,
Ding dong.
Yeah.
Oh, I had dingle door then.
or jailhouse.
Bing bong.
I like jailhouse.
Jailhouse.
That might work a little bit better.
Yep.
You do some incredible work.
That is
Thank you.
quite the fire extinguisher, if I may say.
That's a
It's a full
fire
system,
fire
yeah.
suppression system.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
That would explain that.
Yeah.
right. That person does not have to grab that every
Yeah,
time.
like see the nozzle down by go to the next photo.
What engine is that?
Can't use the most.
So that's a turbo VQ.
It is turbo VQ.
God bless its
Look at
soul.
the little nozzle. Spray your feet.
Yeah.
Little bing bong.
Fire
Yep.
suppression systems. People should check that stuff out. It's very cool.
Keep the
There's a
tootsies
lot of
cool.
really cool videos online of them like firing one off in a car and it just eviscerates the fire
yeah,
immediately. It's like,
stops.
yeah.
There was an incident at Lock City where a dude with a Corvette, was it last year? Do you remember?
What happened?
Dude with a C5 Corvette. I think his car caught fire and
Caught
his fire.
ablaze?
Yeah, and his
I don't
suppression
remember.
system went off. I can't remember.
I
I'm
don't
sure
remember.
somebody would know.
This looks like the engine bay of a vehicle that caught fire recently. Not this particular one, but another.
But perhaps.
Before Josh answers the questions, I was going to ask.
Swear to God,
you-
just went up.
Yeah, just poof.
Yeah.
I was going to
Arson.
ask you, what are your goals for the next year as far as driving goes? Do you want to start to do more driving, less driving? Have you found that being like work heavy in this has kind of prevented you from doing driving?
This season, I put most of my time and resources into the business, and it's likely that that will continue into next year.
Mhm.
But I'd love to get more seat time next year, and I my truck's a little broken right now. I have some rear suspension problems, so that kind of put an end to my season.
Yeah.
You said a little on the way here. You said super broken.
We don't have to go into all the details.
It's gotten better
It's
since.
broken enough. I don't feel like fixing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes like that. Plus, you've got other people's stuff to build. You, like you said, put resources into the company. It'll bring you back more money, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm booked into January with roll cages, so
Oh,
Looked
perfect.
into January. So, how many are you going to close the year with? Do you think?
uh
What did you say? Because you're up to like 46 or something, right?
that was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
So
probably
you're
do
going
2
to
weeks,
probably
60
do
or
more
60
than.
or 70.
Holy shit.
That's pretty good.
Crushing them.
Is there another chassis you'd like to drive?
I want to put everything from my truck into an S14.
Okay.
So I'm not going to pay COVID price for one, so I'm waiting till I find one for not COVID price.
Yeah. One that you can, salvage, bring back.
Yeah, even if it's totaled, I don't really care. Just
Heard Mike's
Yeah.
got one in the trailer strapped to the roof.
That's true. Mike does that
Yeah.
one.
That
Mike,
one's
let
already
me borrow
built, though. That one's already built.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No.
Let's see. We'll get into some questions from listeners and things. But we appreciate you coming and hang out for a little while.
Yeah, Nils,
I
that's
look
awesome.
forward to seeing more stuff.
What's the best way for people to contact you?
On Instagram.
Instagram, Norway Nils Fab.
Yep.
Perfect.
And you will have a website next year?
Yeah, it's already done and it's out there, but I haven't really shared it much yet, just because none of my products are on there.
All right.
So
We will make sure we post that when it's up. Let's see. S14 OCP.
That's 14 OCP.
I don't think this is fab related. What's the deal with Americans dropping turkeys into massive buckets of hot oil? It's madness.
Yeah, well, you want to have them nice and
Americans
frozen.
like everything fried.
You want to have them nice and frozen
Right.
first
Really a unthawed bird. Drop
Yeah,
it right in there
dump
from,
it in.
from a height
from a height.
of 3 to 5 feet. Yeah.
I've never had a fried turkey. I heard they fucking hit real hard.
Yeah.
I know
We had
somebody.
a gentleman at work make them for us.
Oh shit! Yeah, it did. It hit real hard.
It did.
Hold on, I'm
hit
back.
that
you
nail on
wait,
the
hold
head.
on.
Had a fried
You
turkey.
paid for it.
Hit hard. I did pay for that. Yes,
He paid for this to happen.
it's true.
It was a good bird.
Yeah, it was an excellent bird.
I gotta
think-
say the whole rigmarole
I
of the
think
whole thing.
the insurance
not for me.
liability running through my head that day
Right. It was just
outweighed my taste of the bird.
Yeah. The whole like
Big pot of hot oil, ready to go.
Right.
thing-
In a paper warehouse?
no, we weren't inside.
We did it
Let's not
inside,
get
yeah.
crazy.
Okay.
It's just too much prep for the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, throwing a bird in the oven's pretty fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like with deep frying it,
Oh.
you're on like the teeter of like 10 seconds too long. The whole thing's rubber.
Well,
Not
he's
good.
not from America, so I think he's got to understand it's American tradition that
We deep fry
I believe the Native Americans, the Pilgrims,
Founded.
hammered up a thing of soybean oil and
Yeah.
just blasted a turkey one day.
Yeah.
Use
And every,
some tallow.
Palm oil, bunch
And
of
then-
palm oil.
you can immediately see all the fires on Instagram that day.
Exactly.
As they're happening.
Yeah, and if you don't know, a frozen one is effectively a bomb if you drop a frozen turkey into hot oil.
Think about if you were to throw water on an oil fire.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
it's amazing.
3box.design.
$3 design.
Tips or tricks for properly locating an engine in the bay for a swap.
Just eyeball it. Next question.
A lot of that depends on how, like, what kind of racing you're doing, but usually you want it as far back and as low as you can get it,
Yep.
and keeping it straight, taking a lot of measurements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say straight is probably one of the biggest factors.
Straight,
of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
That goes without saying.
Drive
Yeah.
shack correct, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
the Guibo's
also it's like
for. Is that what
Wiggle
it
it.
is?
Just wiggle it a little
Yeah.
bit.
is it rear wheel drive? Is it front wheel? Is it all wheel?
There's a lot. There's a lot of factors.
actual
Lot of factors.
position.
Yeah.
Kevin401
Kevin
just
401.
writes, Happy Thanksgiving, boys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
J Habib 8,
J Habib.
tell Shook to stop drinking bitch drinks from Dunks and get a coffee like a man.
Wow.
Where would you suggest that I get a coffee from? Cumberland Farms.
Revivalmotoring.com.
True. I don't brew my own coffee.
The old jump start.
You
Maybe
could. You could
Thought
brew
we were
your
going
own
to get a
coffee.
jingle.
Produce
could.
your cold cranking amps.
We don't. Yeah, we haven't written a jingle yet. There we go.
Gotta.
Maybe we should.
We should have something about stop buying drinks like shook like a bitch at Dunkin' Donuts. Buy Revive Motor Co. Buy a sack of Revive Motor Co.
Buy a
Start.
sack.
Yeah.
We can brainstorm this a little bit.
Yeah. Spanish English.
Spanish English rap.
What is your preferred way of cooking your turkey? Oven.
Cold fried.
Oven. Oven.
Just in the oven.
Yeah, oven's easy.
Right in the
Hot
deep
take.
Actually,
fryer.
not. Just go to my mom's house and have a turkey. Big shot to mom.
Can I
Yeah,
hit
I'm
you
not a
all
big
with
turkey
the hottest
cooker.
take?
You don't like turkey?
Turkey sucks ass, dude.
I'm a once-a-year turkey guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, once a year I take that turkey and it's fine.
I'm fine with
Also,
it tomorrow.
turkey as a deli meat is unbelievable.
Right. Turkey is
Yeah,
deli
yeah,
meat.
turkey's
Solid.
deli meat.
Chicken as a deli meat? It's a little different.
Depends
Right.
on
It's a
the
French
one.
thing.
Buffalo chicken deli meat, good.
I do like the buffalo
I don't eat
chicken.
cold chicken. I'll eat cold turkey.
Weird, but same bird.
I don't like either. Either cold's fine, I think. And then it's not great, but it's fine.
Cold chicken, I don't know. Freaks
Really?
me out.
I make a turkey sandwich a couple days after Thanksgiving. Take some turkey. You basically have Thanksgiving on a
dude.
sandwich.
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Couple
old
days.
stuffy.
I'm
Yeah.
talking like an hour post.
Yeah, but my
Like-
problem is I like I like turkey deli meat, man. You start slicing it
Turkey
thick.
deli
meat's
meat's
great.
I
Yeah.
don't know what's happening.
Barbecue turkey deli meat, smoked turkey deli meat. The options are endless.
Anything boar's head.
Chipotle.
Boar's head.
Yeah.
Picante provolone on turkey
Yeah.
with spicy golden mustard.
Smooth.
I've never had that cheese.
Fuck.
Smooth.
Picante boar's head, dude. Sharp.
Let's see. Chris Saunders
Grab our sack.
just says,
Tim.
just says it's been a while.
Chris Saunders.
Just saying, I love you, cunts. We love you,
You know,
too, buddy.
I was
too,
thinking
bud.
of Chris the other day.
So was I.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Chris the other day because there was someone on TV that looked like him, and now I can't remember who it was.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for
That's
that.
all I
As
got.
Brad Pitt.
Thank
Yeah.
you for that
Right,
shook
right,
moment.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, watching
I was-
Inglourious Bastards right now?
Yeah. I was hoping
Still
the
a hitter.
person was going to come to me,
Yeah.
but they didn't.
Nope.
But Chris did.
Yeah.
Cold cut turkey better than oven turkey. Thank you, Raph.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Everybody knows that.
Nice turkey club.
Congratulations.
Even the turkey knows that.
the turkey's like, man, I hope I end up cold cuts.
Yep.
Yeah, this is crazy.
On a Khaleesi bulky roll, bro.
Oh, Khaleesi coming through.
Kevin401.
Care for one.
If you could drive one car on the tail of the dragon, what would it be?
LC 500.
I was going to say, you drove the LC 500.
Paradise, dude.
That sounds like it's a good time.
Uh,
Yeah, how come no one shut down not the LC 500, the Taylor Dragon, like drifted it?
I don't know.
There was a recent video
Lots
of
of danger on all sides of that trail.
there
I'd
was
imagine.
I'll send it to you boys. There was a recent video where Red Bull shut it down and ran a rally car on it.
Okay.
And
That'd do. We're
completed
getting
it.
close.
I think he completed it end to end like 11 minutes or something. I can't remember what it
It's
was.
amazing to me. Maybe I'm just not plugged in that there aren't more accidents on it all the time.
Oh,
because
there's a lot.
No safe place to go off.
There's a lot, and I don't even pay attention to it, and I know there's a lot.
There's tons of YouTube videos of people like trenching Civics and flipping them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's a very real thing. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want that fast of a car. And LC500 was the tits.
I would go
It's cruising.
Harley Davidson,
Honda
Tail of the
Fit.
Dragon.
A Honda Fit.
Oh,
there we go.
every
Hell yeah.
There we
man
go.
of
Honda
culture.
Fit.
There we go.
I'm gonna go Fox Body Mustang.
That'll do the
Seamus's
speed
Honda
limit.
Fit,
Seamus's
you would
Honda
die. There would be death.
Look at that. Raph with the right opinion. Honda Fit from
Nailed it.
Chassis Solutions.
That's the same.
Let's see. Last one here. Jordan MX_5. How did the revival
Jordan
crew
number
meet?
5.
How do we meet?
Yeah.
Well, I've known Chuck for 14 years.
Yeah, probably about that. Met through a mutual friend.
I've
Yep.
known Chuck for, I don't even know, 9, 12 years.
Trying to
But
think.
how
Probably
did
back
you
from
meet?
Dubs in the Sand
Yeah.
days.
So like
when we first really met.
2009-ish. Yep.
Yeah. That's a while.
Yep.
Yeah, and then
We Chuck just kind of showed
we
up.
found each other on friendfinder.com.
Farmers
Shook
friends.
yeah,
Is that
slid,
what?
Farmers
slid in the DMs.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just showed up one day and everybody looked at me weird, and I have progressively attacked Corey's mental health since
From then on, yeah.
We still look
one.
at you weird.
It's been nothing but fun.
Yeah, still look at you weird. Jordan, I think we answered that way back. I can't tell you.
We've
what
answered it a
episode,
handful of
but
times.
yeah, there's been a handful of times where kind of the story is out there. I'll try to remember. If I remember, I'll let you know. I think that's going to do it this week.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Any
Thanks.
parting thoughts?
Thanks everybody for joining us in the chat early.
Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
you for
we will.
being
We
Where you're
look,
probably listening to
thanks
us
for coming.
traveling to or from.
Yep.
Shout out, big Thanksgiving. Stay home on Black Friday. Let's be real.
Be safe with the bird.
Buy a Haltech. They're having a sale.
Yep.
We
Are
might
they?
ban 'em.
Where they having one?
I don't know. That's what Seamus told me. I didn't check the price.
No, you don't check the price on that. You
Listen,
just buy
Just
it.
hit the
Right.
button.
I'll look. I didn't see a sale, but I'll
What do you
check.
mean?
Maybe it was
Haltech
wiring
for?
specialties.
I'll check in like 2 days.
I had someone buy a roll cage today for their boyfriend for Christmas.
That is
That's
a,
cool.
That's a
So hey, you want to buy a roll cage for someone for Christmas?
Was it a lady?
Hit up?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would think if I had, if
right.
I was swinging that way, I would hope my husband would get me a roll cage.
I'd give you a roll cage.
For to have a wife or a girlfriend do that, that's fucking crazy.
Want to keep you safe.
yeah, that would be the last thing. She'd take my roll cage out.
Yeah,
Keep those butts for the boys nice and safe.
Let's get it
Yeah.
going, buddy.
Butts for the boys.
Josh, I've actually been asked this a few times before we part. Details on the coffee. What is a single blend, single origin, or a blend, single origin? What does that mean? Do you know?
Where the beans come from. So that one in particular, I can't remember it offhand, but
Cranston.
it's a blended brew.
Chablis.
Many
Not brew,
origins?
what's the word for it? Blended blend, I think.
It's
is
a
the
blended
word.
blend.
Oh, matter of fact, I have it on.
Glensville, Tennessee.
Population U.
I have it. Hold on. I
I'm not
have
a
it on the
coffee
website.
guy. I've been asked a few times. I didn't know what any of it meant, so I was like, you know what?
A lot of
Question popped up
stuff
again.
is
I was
out
like,
there.
you know, you just buy a fucking T-shirt.
A
all
lot
right?
of
I don't know anything about coffee.
Yeah.
a lot of stuff out there is Arabica beans.
Arabica.
So this particular one, its origin is 60% Peru,
Love
La
Peru.
Copa, and 40% Ethiopian.
Oh, Ethiopia, good spot.
Again, Justin, matter of fact, if you want to go on Topics Under the Stairs and listen to Justin Ennis's episode where he talks all about beans and coffee, it all starts with where they come from. And then that's the beginning. It also matters what temperature they're roasted at, how long they're roasted for. We're talking variations can be had because of humidity in the air and just
So
different
there's
shit
real
like that.
science behind it.
Oh, it's a whole Walter White situation.
I don't need you to give Duncan a reason to why my coffee's bad. I just need them to not fill my cup with milk and ice, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you order for a coffee?
Milk and ice, essentially. It's a latte, so. But they fuck it up every time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We don't fuck it up here at Revival. Hey, Josh.
You know how you don't fuck it up? Buying a bag of Revival Morning Jumpstart
Grab our
coffee and
set.
making it at home.
You make it yourself.
Learn how
Yeah.
to cook.
I have
Learn
a
how to cook
question.
it.
Do you
Yeah.
think we'll ever dive into, the coffee beans that the cats eat and poop out? You think Revival will do a cat poop
Nope.
coffee? No.
Hard pass. Justin, again, in that Topics
I don't even know what that
episode,
means.
he explains it's all bullshit.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
I
all.
thought it would
Cat
be.
shit to me.
Yeah.
I thought it would
it's
be.
That's true.
They're not even cats. They're like weird, like little fox things.
Yeah,
They eat a berry, and then they poop it out, and then they essentially, apparently they don't, but apparently they brew it, and then you get
Yeah.
cat poop coffee.
It's shit coffee.
Shit, it's doodle
And
coffee.
it's what do you call it? It's probably like going to Stu Leonard's there.
No,
It's all about
Stu
the
Leonard's doesn't
animatronics
have
show.
doodle coffee.
It's all about the show.
Corey is once again blown away by a fact that I know.
I need you guys to do a combo video, Stu Leonard's and the Berlin Turnpike, or whatever the Turnpike is.
like
you
a
guys are.
drive-through. There is a documentary on the Berlin Turnpike of some kid like with a Buick LeSabre as like a sleeper car.
Oh, La Sabre.
Yeah.
And it's called like
That's a man of
something
class.
sleepers, but like it's all on the Berlin Turnpike. And it was like a big power LeSabre that he was like, "Want to race my mom's car?"
What's a big power La Sabre? 200, 300
It was
horsepower?
like 600 or 700.
Woo! Love to hear it.
That's
All
a lot
nitrous,
back
500 shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big shot of nitrous.
Yeah.
All motor.
But yeah, no, seriously, if anybody's interested in our beans, listen to that episode.
Grab our sack.
Because it's way more thorough than I could ever be. But yeah, it's good. That Jumpstart has tasting notes of citrus, caramels, florals, raspberry, and milk chocolate. A little bit lighter than the Cold Start. Cold Start, I said I'd put hair on your chest.
Hello, San Diego? What are you reading fucking notes over there on it? How's it make you feel?
It's good.
There it
Positive.
is.
Yep. A little buzzy.
If I had a brewing device, I'd buy a bag right now. Maybe I should buy the brewing bag device right
Buy
now.
yourself a Keurig.
Hey,
Because
Keurig
then you
that
can,
shit?
yeah, because there's the little
Affirm it.
cups that you put in there.
I could affirm it.
affirm it for the
Affirm
podcast.
a Keurig, please.
And then don't pay it for science.
I just never pay.
See how this affects my.
Order it on Amazon. Say you're going to return
Have you
it.
paid your exhaust off, or is that affirmed?
He's paying $11 for the next 7 years.
No, it's like 40 something bucks. It's, it's
So
like-
you're on the plan.
I think there's only like 9 payments.
Are you going to not pay it to see what happens for the
No.
podcast?
Why would I do that?
Content.
I think we all know what
Science.
happens. Yeah.
Do it for the sake of science.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
Ah.
they took my house.
And that bad
so-
credit advice is going to do it for us this week,
Yeah,
ladies and
happy
gentlemen.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thank you, as always, for listening. 3/4 of us will be back next week.
Yay.
And then Chuck will be on the road, but we'll figure some stuff out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we're going to be in
we'll make it
Texas.
all
If you're
happen.
down in Texas, I'm in Dallas. And I have no free time, but hit me up.
Big D. He's in the Big D. Again, Nils, thank you very much for
Yeah,
coming to
thank
hang
you.
out.
That was awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good Thanksgiving. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Later.
Turkey sucks.
Thanks for listening.